because it's really hot in here. But I can easily turn that off if it does. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Not too much, man. Sorry for the delay. Like I was saying in chat, every single thing I used to like stream was like, hey, I just need 10 minutes to update. You know, like 5 minutes before I wanted to stream.
Right.
So I'm like, ugh. Nopples, I see that you're asking me what to record replays for replay reviews. Hey, Lance, what did you use?
To show the mouse and stuff, I use plays.tv. It's really simple. You don't even have to open it up. It kind of just sits in the background on your computer. You play games and it just records them all.
Cool.
It also records your voice and your the music you listen to and everything like that. So
nice.
It's pretty neat.
Does it record like everything about you, like your DNA and all that stuff, or is it not creepy?
Gosh, I hope not.
Okay. Well, there we go. So it does stuff. Looks like it works. This video was recorded with it, so I would try that, Nopples. Plus, I think it's free.
Yeah, it's free. I downloaded it for free.
Free is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So first question for you: what did we go over in our last lesson? Because I want to see if you did it.
I was playing Sejuani jungle.
Mm-hmm.
So after I got Chilling Smite, or I believe after my first back, I had enough gold for Cinderhulk. Then I got a Doran's Ring. Because I figured I just had enough gold for Cinderhawk, I'd just buy it. Then I got a Doran's Ring.
Oh, wait. You're confused, my friend. I mean, like, we've had lessons before, right?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Our last coaching session, what did we say to focus on?
Map awareness and just trying to get good with my the 4 champions I've picked.
Nice. So it was more just like play a bunch of games with the 4 champions, focus on the map, and then why is it important to look at the map?
Because the map allows you to see what's going on, obviously.
Yeah, so I think I told you to maximize it. Did you do that? Did you change all your settings, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I tried to, I didn't maximize the map. Wait, by maximize the map, do you mean, like, make it bigger?
I literally mean make it as big as possible, like, in your settings. I'm just going through the checklist I have and seeing if you did all the things. Because, I mean, one of the reasons we did that is because if you do all that stuff, you'll start getting better. So I want to see, since we're watching a game, like, in the future after that coaching session, you know, did you do the things we said to work on?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you could make it. When you said maximize the map, I thought you meant, like, just use it to its fullest.
Oh, no, like literally, okay, first homework then. Literally maximize the map.
How do I do that? Do I just make the HUD like 100% or something?
It's something. It's in the settings. Just go into a custom game and screw around a bit until the map gets bigger.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to try to screen share with you. If it crashes because I'm streaming while screen sharing while watching a high-definition YouTube video, just let me know and we'll synchronize watches. Okay. Also, do you mind if I share this link with the chat so like the 2 people that are watching can also enjoy if they want to rewind and stuff?
Oh, not at all. It's
okay,
fine.
cool. I'm going to do that then. Some people are shy. They're like, no! All right, so what else? We said grind a couple games with the 4 champions. Which champions were that?
The 4 junglers and the 4 top laners. It was Sejuani. For jungle, it was Sejuani, Jarvan the 4th.
And I saw a couple of Jarvan games where it looked like you just kicked ass, so that was nice.
Yeah, I tried really hard with that one because it's like you said, he got those 2 buffs, and I've been feeling really good on him. So,
he's really, really strong right now. Like I actually tried him out because I played against a Jarvan the other day, and I was like, wow, that is way more damage than I expected. And I was rewatching the game and like, wow, he just went bot and deleted my AD carry who was at full health.
Yeah.
What is happening? You know,
it's crazy.
He's really good right now.
Yeah, he is really good. It's crazy because my room page is not even like full AD. It's just with attack speed and some AD marks. And
it should be full AD.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you take the attack speed and the masteries, like I've seen a really good Jarvan player, like the one that actually pooped on me on stream last time I streamed. I went and spied on him to see what he was doing, and his rune and mastery build weren't even optimal. I'm like, wow, okay, so that champion's way too strong right now. And then I played against a couple more and beat him and felt really good about it, because now I'm like, okay, now I know what he can do. Now I know how to beat him, that kind of thing. But right now, abuse him before people figure it out, and then Riot gives him the old Nerf bat treatment, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Who are the other two? We got Sejuani, we got J4.
Then we had Elise and Kazakhs.
Nice. Have you had time to play any of them?
Yeah, I had a lot of time to play all those guys.
Nice.
Actually. Like I got to mastery level 5 on COD, then Sejuani,
Nice.
Elise, and J4 mastery level 4.
Good.
So.
Yeah, I'm looking through your match history, and it looks like you actually went through and played all the people. And I like that you're mixing in normals first and then doing ranked. So that's solid.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you feel comfortable with them? Is there anything that's weird that you want to go over before we watch the video? Just because we're doing a check-in?
I love playing them all. I love playing them all because they're, like you said in the last session, it's a great champion pool because you could use one of them in any situation.
Yeah, and they're all pretty flexible too, right? Like J4, you can build him straight damage, you can build him tank, you can build him somewhere in between. Sejuani, you can do kind of the same thing. Elise, you can go full damage assassin, you can go kind of like tanky utility. Kazakhs, I mean, you're just going to delete people in Kazakhs, but you know, right?
Yeah, it was nice. I really like playing them all. Like, I've been having a little bit of trouble with Elise here and there, but that's just some mechanical things that I just need to work on.
Yeah,
so
she's the most mechanical out of all of them too, so that's fine. But as you play and practice, you're just going to get a little bit better every time, right?
Right.
All right, cool. What else? Was that it?
That was for jungle. Then for my top lane, it was Jax, Trundle, Shen, and Timo.
Right. But I'm not as worried about that because we're doing a jungle lesson right now, right?
Right, yeah.
Plus, I'm not the best top laner. Like I know what you have to do generally, but I'm probably not the best one to give you advice. I can hook you up with a better top lane coach if you want to go there. But in the jungle, I can definitely hook you up here. Like I've been spamming Singed in ranked whenever I get stuck top lane. And I think I've lost lane like every time, but I've still managed to like win the last couple of games just because I end up getting 500 or 400 or 300 farm, and then they surrender.
Yeah, but Singe is like you go 0-5, but you still carry the game to victory.
Well, at that point, you're not worth any gold, so it doesn't make any sense for them to chase you, and you can farm like 2 or 3 waves at once, depending on how fast you... Whatever. I don't want to teach you bad habits, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But what about anything else in the jungle? I thought we had like one more thing we were going to work on. Am I crazy?
No, for this, because I just wanted to review a video. Then my main concern.
And we will review the video for sure. But I'm just trying to see, like, is there something I should be looking for to see if you grew as a player based on what we did last time? So the lessons will build on top of each other.
Probably just map awareness.
Okay.
Less typing in the chat, I guess. And sometimes when I'm looking at the map, I'll look to the actual fight and stuff, and then I'll just keep watching the fight, and then my character won't move. Then I'll realize I'm not moving my character. So that actually just reminded me. Wasted time. I waste a lot of time.
Okay.
Just doing stuff. So.
Okay, so you want me to point out anytime I see that happening?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you would like to go over, and would you like me to nitpick anything else I see?
You could nitpick the living crap out of it if you want.
Cool.
Because
I will.
Okay. I really want you to.
All right, especially if it's a Sejuani game. I feel like I know more about this champion than maybe anybody, but I don't know.
That's half the reason why I wanted this to be the first video, because I know you're a Sejuani main, so...
Okay, and by the way, I'm going to have this muted, too.
Yeah, that's probably for a good idea, because, I'm listening to loud music, and I have rude friends, so...
Yeah, no worries. But that's fine. The talking doesn't necessarily matter. It'll help you if you were saying out loud what you were thinking, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Okay, so first off, did we work on win conditions at all in any of our past lessons? I know you watch the stream from time to time, too.
Yeah, we didn't, I don't think so.
Okay, no. I'm trying to remember, because I've coached, like, 60 different people over the past 2 months, so it's all blending together at this point. But, do you know what I mean by win conditions, then?
Do you mean, like, the objectives, like...
Nope. I mean, like your team has 5 unique champions that do 5 different kinds of things, right?
What we need to do to win.
As a team, what are the conditions you need to meet so that you can just shit on the other team and destroy their nexus?
Well, from looking at my team...
Yeah, what I'm asking is break it down. What does your team want to do? What does their team want to do? And now knowing what your team and their team wants to do, what is the best course of action to maximize win?
Oh, yeah, I never really
right, no, that's fine. Do you want to try it now?
Yeah, yeah.
One of the reasons I want to do it now is I want to see if you do it.
Okay.
So talk about your team first. Give me like 1 or 2 sentences about what each champion wants to do, and then tell me what you think the best way for your team to win the game is, like as a unit.
Okay, well, with Lux support, her goal is just, to support Ashe, but since she's Lux, she's going to be dishing out damage too.
Mm-hmm.
She's a carry support. So her goal is to carry this game on her own, but still support Ashe. That's how most mage supports usually are, like Annie and Brand. So,
yeah, like they'll have some damage, right? So what does she do? What does her kit do? Don't worry about the player mindset, because I would think of Lux as a utility support personally.
Yeah, she's her kit. It's all skill shot, and she has a nice AOE slow and a nice double snare into all.
Mm-hmm.
Then with the double snare into all, it also chains really well with Ashe's slows and Ashe's ultimate.
Yeah, so don't worry about synergy together yet. Just tell me about Lux. So I like that you got the CC. What else do you think of when you think of Lux?
When I think of Lux, I think of she plays pretty far back,
Yeah, kind of backline.
Yeah, Luxes are usually pretty passive unless they hit a snare.
So she's going to be fishing with snares, and if she lands one, everybody's going to follow up. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, if she lands one, I would. It depends on who it is. Like if she lands on Olaf, I'm not gonna follow up.
Yeah, or like Echo or something if he's full tank,
Yeah, but if she hits a priority target like Ezreal and Victor, I will most likely. I believe in this game she does, and I all in. So
nice. There's one more thing I'm thinking of with Lux that's important to know that she can do even as a support, just for strategies that your team can do. Can you think of what I'm thinking at? It has nothing to do with her peel or her catching. Also, your Ashe's name is Gnarly Fabber.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic. Okay. Shiny things.
Did you say that doesn't really have to do with her kit?
It has to do with her kit, but not like the CC aspect of it, not the crowd control part.
She has a nice AoE big barrier, so I know that.
Oh yeah, she's got the shield, so if somebody gets jumped on or is about to die to an ignite, she can just throw her shield. Sure.
And her ult can wave clear.
Wave clear, that's what I was looking for. So why is wave clear important?
Wave clear, it's very important so they don't push our objectives.
So, like, do they have a pretty good sieging team?
They have a very good sieging team with Victor's Death Ray and Ezreal's. Oh.
Ezreal's pretty wimpy for wave clear, but Victor's Death Ray and Echo's Q, even if he's building straight tank, can like clear a wave.
Yeah. So their wave clear's not bad. If like Olaf gets a Tiamat or something, it's
Yeah, sure, but don't worry about Olaf, like because that's if he's up there clearing with Tiamat and he's like in your tower's face, like he's gonna get focused. So that wouldn't be the one I would worry about. But his axes, he'd throw those to wave clear too. So it's good that your team has wave clear. What I'm looking for, and sorry, my pet pig is in here just saying hello, so if you hear it oinking, that's what it is.
No, it's fine.
Just saying hi. But so Lux having wave clear is really important, especially since your top laner is taking teleport. Can you think about why?
It's so what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's so Alawi's gonna split push a lot because that's what usually Alawi's do for some reason. And it's nice to have wave clear in a 4v5 situation just so we can sit under our tower and they'll never have minions.
Yeah, because if they try to engage on you, they'll never have minions, like you said. Lux has a whole bunch of crowd control to keep them under tower with aggro on their face.
Yeah.
And so it's actually a really nice combo. And her ult, if she has like 40% or 45% CDR, if she's taking Thunderlords, which it looks like she is, will be on like a 30 to 40 second cooldown.
Yeah, I know, it's insane.
So, like, every wave, she can just clear it with her ult, and then an E. So, like, Lux support by herself, or Lux mid, I think this is a support, just looking at it, though. But that'll give you more than enough wave clear if Alawai wants to split. Or maybe Talon gets fed, nobody can 1v1 him, so he just wants to split, too. And you can do, like, a 1-3-1 even, just because Lux by herself can probably clear the minions if she gets 1 or 2 items.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing that. I'm like, okay, that's something you can do just because of her kit. I'm not saying you want to. I'm just saying it's an option. All right, tell me about Ashe. Let's move on and try that. Like 1 to 2 sentences. Just what's big on her kit.
She has her E, which gives her vision. That's very important.
That's amazing. I have yet to see an Ashe on my team that has used it properly, but on the enemy team, they're always scouting like every single one of my jungle camps at once with an E somehow.
I know. I hate it so much. Like, every time I'm about to go down there, just a drone flies by me. I'm like, oh, well, I can't go down there anymore.
So that's amazing. She has that global scouting power that can give you a lot of information if she's using it right. And we'll talk about that, too.
I think it's her best ability, but other than that...
I disagree. It's a very good ability. but it gives you, like, no combat stuff, right? So...
Yeah.
All right. What else about Ashe? Is she's just gonna throw like scouting stuff out every once in a while? Is that all she is?
No, she dishes out a lot of damage with the rework to her Q.
Okay, so she's an AD carry. She's gonna be doing DPS. But I mean, what makes her different from like a Vayne or a Misfortune or a Draven?
She can start a fight with her ultimate.
Yeah, she's an engage AD carry. At any time, she has that global ultimate. She can drop an arrow in your face, and you're stunned for seconds. And the stun is longer the farther the arrow travels.
Yeah, I know, it's insane.
So that works really nicely with your Lux if like Alloy is trying to split push, because someone tries to engage on you, arrow to the face while you have tower aggro, you're stunned under tower for a second or so. Lux chains her Q, you're like stuck there, snared, you know. And also, what else does she have in her kit? Like, Ashe is known for one word. Like, one word always comes to my mind when I think of Ashe. She's the queen of... Slows, kite. Kite. Yeah, because her W slows. It's on a pretty low cooldown. And she's weird. Like Ashe, she gets crit chance. She gets more... Her kit's weird. I went over it with somebody a while ago. But the rework made it... I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, so I'm looking it up. So that you buy, like, crit chance on her, but it doesn't increase her crit chance. It just increases her damage. It's really weird. Yeah. It's very strange. So, like, you slow them, and then your basic attacks just do extra damage that scales with your crit chance, but you actually don't crit. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, so she's all about the slows and has a bunch of damage, and so you can build her weird ways to optimize that damage, but there's, like, goofy math just because Riot wanted to give you a headache when you were trying to figure out how to build her optimally. But okay, that's pretty much it. She has the scouting, she has the ultimate that can catch people, she can kite people and slow them for a while, and yeah, she'll have that nice DPS, right?
Yeah.
So cool, and that'll synergize nicely with Lux, because Lux can wave clear. Maybe all the minions have like 1 health left. Ashe throws 1 W into the mix. Cool, they're all cleared.
Yeah.
Alright, Sejuani, tell me about her.
Oh my gosh. You just want to farm till 6. Her team fighting is probably one of the best team fighting in the game.
Farm till 6 I disagree with, but keep going. Her team fighting is one of the best in the game. Why?
Because of her ultimate, Glacial Prison.
Hey, what elo are you? Chat's watching, by the way. Still silver?
Yeah, I'm silver.
Yeah, you're probably going to climb a little. Because, like, I'm looking at these games, and it seems like you're getting the hang of your champ pool, but... Yeah, like, you were not silver 3 last time, right?
No, I was silver 2, I think.
Oh, no, you're getting worse, but that's fine. You're trying new things.
I'm not trying to rank up, I'm trying to improve. That's
good.
Like, if I wanted to climb, I'd just pick a Moo or Volibear or some shit.
But good. What'll happen is you'll probably lose a few games as you're getting the hang of, Elise, who you probably haven't played before our last coaching session, or J4 or whatever, and then as you get the hang of them over that 10-20 games, suddenly you'll climb like crazy. So it'll be great. All right, go back to Sejuani. Yeah, she has a lot of AoE. She has that ultimate that can stun all 5 of the enemy team if you land it right. What else?
Her whole kit's AoE. I like her Q dash. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome how it knocks up. I like her W, Glacial Prison. I like how it stacks with armor too, so you can still dish out good damage when you go full tank.
Yeah, it stacks with health, by the way, not armor.
Oh, health? It stacks with health? Oh,
yep.
I thought it stacked with armor.
If you've been building a lot of armor on her, you're going to be extra tanky, sure, but it's not going to give you extra damage.
Yeah. I still get a lot of health on her because I get Warmock Spirit and a Spirit Visage because I like the cooldown, because I always want my all-off cooldown with her, so... Yeah,
cooldown reduction is the most important stat on her, just because she does all of her damage with her abilities. So, like, the more cooldown reduction you have, the smaller your cooldowns are, the more you can use your abilities, the more damage you can do. That's the way to think about her. Yeah. There's another big thing you're missing, like, what's the main thing? Like, why do you pick Sejuani usually?
I usually pick Sejuani when we need a tank.
Tank? Yep.
Yeah,
What else?
Definitely AP, tank, and when our team needs a good team fighter. When we need a good team fight.
There's one more word that I'm thinking of that Sejuani.
CC.
CC, thank you. Okay, crowd control. She's good for peel, she's good for engage, and she's good for holding people in place.
Yeah.
So it's really good that I like that you mentioned that you needed an AP kind of tanky person because top lane, AD, kind of bruisery, could go tanky, but she's going to be split pushing like you said with her teleport. She won't be there. And also Talon, he's a squishy AD person.
Yeah.
So that's really good. But both of them kind of want people to be held in place so that their AoE can just smash people's faces in. Or slice people's faces in, depending on whose perspective it is.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that's pretty much Sejuani, right? She's an AoE CC machine that gets stronger the tankier she is and scales with health. And cooldown reduction, very, very important, so I'm glad you mentioned that, which is nice. All right, let's talk about Alawi.
Alawi, I know she's a lane bully. Well, every Alawi I've encountered just split pushes a lot too, so I'll assume that she's a split pusher.
Think of her like a AD tank Heimerdinger.
AD tank Heimerdinger. Oh yeah, with the tentacles.
Yeah, because she's stronger the more tentacles she has, so she has to kind of like get set up before she like unlocks everything. So if you're like chasing people with her, it's not gonna work. Think of her like a juggernaut, like Darius, like Garen, like Skarner, like Mordekaiser. Juggernauts. Well, what are they? One sentence if you had to think of juggernauts.
Fat tanks. Fat tanks that eat a lot of damage but dish out a lot of damage.
Kind of. Let me tweak your thought a little. The way Riot designed them is very freaking scary if they can get to you.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So like if Darius gets to you, he's gonna destroy you. He has so much damage, but his weakness is he gets kited forever. So like the reason you don't see a lot of Darius in competitive play is usually the enemy team will pick like Ashe, support, Zillion, or not Ashe support, Ashe AD carry, Zillion support, something with a lot of CC that'll build the spooky ghost item like a Lulu, and they'll just make it so he never gets there, gets poked down, and then he can't heal off of everybody like around him with his spinning blades and stuff because he's not anywhere close.
Yeah.
So you can think of Alawi the same way, and if she's chasing you, trying to catch you, well, she's not going to have her tentacles set up because she needs a few seconds for them to spawn around her, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons she likes to split push, because as she's split pushing, those tentacles are just popping up, and then if you try to chase her, you're chasing her through her setup, which is exactly what she wants. Now you can definitely play around her, but like usually you want to like set up on Baron. And so she'll be there with her team, like, spawning tentacles, like, 30 seconds before you're actually going to do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it's kind of weird. And most people don't know that, and they'll just play her, like, whatever, especially down in Silver. Like, oh, this one's strong, right? Maybe I should just do things. And I'm not saying you have to play her that way, but I'm saying that's why people tend to play her that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. I never really thought about it like that before, too, so that's good.
One of the reasons she's really hard to kill because every time she smacks you with a tentacle, be it her big tentacle pound that comes from her or one of her ghost tentacles, do you know what happens? Yeah, it heals her. What does it heal her for specifically?
Doesn't it heal her for a percentage?
It's percent missing health.
Oh.
So
the less health you have, the more health she's getting?
Yeah, so what like a good Alawi will do is kind of like save her ult until she gets like down to half health, kind of baits people in, then she'll like spam her ult. They'll usually buy like a Sterix gauge or a Maw Malmortis so that when they get low, that shield pops, and then they're healing through that shield.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of goofiness there. And then because they scale with percent missing health, that means they scale with percent of max health, because the more health she has, that means the more she'll heal as she's missing more of it. So they usually just stack a bunch of health, build tanky and cooldown reduction, and just stay alive forever and do a bunch of damage from their base damages. Kind of makes sense? And I got people asking me random questions. Oh, that's cool. I have no idea why I'm on Reddit, but awesome. Thanks for checking us out. My profession, I am a senior data analyst at a technology company that sells mortgages. I do a bunch of weird shit with predictive analytics and big data, and I really like video games like this because they're super complicated and fun to figure out. They're like a goofy puzzle in 7 dimensions. So there you go. I am not a consultant. I am a salaried guy working for the man, specifically a billionaire out of Detroit, which is pretty fun. But yeah, I do math and make rich people richer, pretty much, if you guys are wondering. It's fun. You know, you get to do stuff. But anyway, going back to the team comps and stuff. So that's Alawai, pretty much. She has a whole bunch of damage. She can stay alive forever if she's smacking people with tentacles. She can also pull their soul out of their body, and you guys can wail on that.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of goofy stuff she can do, but think of her as like a juggernaut. You know, if she can catch people, she's going to destroy them. If she can't, you know, she's going to get kited to death, and it's going to be sad for her. You know, so it's really sad that she's being played into an Echo who's really good at kiting, an Olaf who's really good at kiting or chasing, a Tarek who's really good at kiting, a Victor who's really good at kiting with his W, and he probably gets a Rylai's eventually, and an Ezreal who's gonna go blue build and spam his Q, and everyone that hits, and remember she's fat because she's a big chunky juggernaut, is gonna slow her too.
Yeah.
So that is super duper sad for Alawai this game. But anyway, it's not a lost cause. Because we'll talk about that in a second when we talk about how your team fits together. But go tell me about Talon real quick. He's easier. What does Talon want to do?
He just wants to jump on a high priority target. And just
He's like, oh, some squishies that are in range of my flash, blink, alt, all my damage, hit all the buttons on my keyboard, all my actives and things like that, and I'll have Duskblade too, and they'll all pop, right?
Yeah.
And what else? Is he single target, assassin?
Only one ability. Well, 2 abilities are single target, then 2 abilities are AoE. So.
But one is like a blink.
Yeah, he's mostly high burst DPS on a single target though.
I would disagree. He's AoE. Like,
Really?
think about what he does, right? Here, let me show you so we can argue about it if you disagree, because I might be wrong. And I know there's a couple Talon mains in the stream, too. Your name was mentioned in the thread on some... Not you, by the way, Lance. I'm just reading stuff. On Summoner Cool subreddit talking about Sejuani tactics. Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, I got like 5,000 games of her, so I can definitely show you a few things. But all right, let's go to Talon and talk about it. So yeah, this one, his next basic attack is bonus damage. You're right, that's a single target thing. But then Rake, you know, that hits multiple things. Think of it like a Cho'Gath scream that yo-yos back, right?
Yeah.
Multiple things. Cutthroat, that's the blink. You know, and it just amps damage on a single target. So yeah, you're kind of right. It'll blow up one person. And then his ult, like, look at what it does.
Yeah.
His blades converge to a location. So they spread out and they hit everything, and then they converge back to wherever he ends up when the after the invisibility ends, right?
Yeah.
But if you look, dealing the same physical damage to all enemies they pass through.
Oh.
So if Talon's a god, yeah, he'll amp a whole bunch of damage to one target, but he can also do quite a bit of AoE to other people because of the way his ult works, and because of the way his rake works.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm just... I guess on my elo, it's just Talon, they just go and kill the one guy, then leave or dies.
Oh sure, but you're going to climb. So I want you to be thinking about this, because eventually you won't be able to use that as an excuse, because your ELO will be with good players.
Okay.
So don't think of it like that. All right, now let's talk about all these tools together. What do you think your team wants to do?
Team fight.
Yeah, why?
Because we're all really good team fighters.
Yeah, really good team fighters. So break it down for me. Lux, a lot of AoE. Ash, a lot of AoE.
Yeah.
You, a lot of AoE. Alawai, a lot of AoE. Talon, like you said, we can delete one target, but also, splash damage the rest of them.
Yeah, a lot of AoE.
So if you get... And remember, Alawai, she needs to chase people down, right? So you, Ash, and Lux, right? All of you have what?
CC.
Crowd control. Even Talon has crowd control, right? Because his rake slows people.
Yeah.
So Alawai needs to catch people, needs to hold people in place so they're being slapped by the tentacles left and right. Well, cool. You have an ult that literally holds them in place for 2 seconds. Ash has an ult that'll stun people for a second. Her W slows everybody. Lux will have her E, which is AoE slow, like you said. Her snare will be also a snare that you can chain together of all this CC. Alawai can rip people's souls out, so it's more stuff for her to hit and you to hit. Talon, like you said, will just jump in once all this happens and blow everything up. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Summoner School. I thought it was Summoner Cool. I was like, oh, what's this subreddit? Only the cool people, huh? But no, sadly not. Talon's ult is not slow. I agree with you. You're on the Yordo. I'm talking about his rake, his W. For sure. I don't know. Maybe if Talon... does it apply on hit effects? Like, if he bought a mallet, would it slow? I'm kind of curious. I don't play Talon that much. People were trying to get me to learn him in the jungle, and I'm like, I hate you guys. I hate you so much. Doing physical damage. I just want to see if it applies on hit effects. Applies spell effects. So if you bought a Rylai's, it would slow everybody. But then why are you playing AP Talon? Because you're trolling. Because you're trolling. Okay, so don't do that. Rely on your Sejuani rely on your Ashe, rely on your Lux to do that. But his Rake definitely slows. So literally everybody on Alawai's team has an ability that'll let her catch up and smack people with hentai tentacles. So there we go.
So Alawi just became a good pick against the other team just because of our team comp mashing together.
Yes, became an amazing pick. Now, I would argue against maybe split pushing just because she's not going to be able to get away. So if like 3 people converge on her, I mean, she's probably just going to have to fight. Maybe if she's fed, she wins. If not, Olaf and Echo might destroy her. It kind of depends.
Oh, well, you'll see that a lot in the game. It's funny how you actually mentioned that because I think, yeah, that happens quite a bit in this game.
So normally I would think, okay, you have really good wave clear from the Lux and Ashe. If people actually jump on you, and even Talon, his Rake can wave clear a little too, although it's a little more dangerous for him than it is Lux. And if they jump on you... Oh, yeah, what's up?
Tentacle wave clears pretty well, too.
Yeah, that's pretty well, too. But, I mean, usually you don't need to wave clear if they're trying to jump on you because, between Lux, Ashe, and you have really good engage.
Right.
But if she's split pushing or Talon's like fed and split pushing because nobody can 1v1 him, and why not? He has decent wave clear, he can take towers fast, he's super slippery with his ult, and he can blink to like jungle camps if he wards over the wall, it's going to be hard for him to catch. He might be able to split push too. So I'm just saying that that's an option. Like you can have a Lawai in one lane, Talon in another, and then you 3 just kind of wave clear, and you're there more as like, oh, they're diving even though we can kill them, or now they're taking tower aggro and everybody's wailing on them. But what I'm saying is like that's just an option. I'm not saying you should do it.
Okay.
Because I think your team fight is so good. I agree with you. I think you want a team fight as well. And by the way, you're on to Yordle. Sejuani, her W is kind of a slow because what does it do? Well, it unlocks your E, right? Which is a slow because it's AoE hitting everything. So you can kind of think of it's like how Teemo's W gives him extra damage. Now you're like, Gunday, his W speeds him up. It doesn't do anything. Well, it speeds him up so he can get more auto attacks in. So technically it does do more damage. Kind of weird to think about, but it unlocks other stuff in her kit that without it she probably wouldn't be able to. Like think about how her E gains stacks of the frost that turns into permafrost when you hit E. Sejuani has to hit people with an ability or an auto attack. If she didn't have her W splashing, she wouldn't be able to do that as easily because her ult's on a really long cooldown. Q is on a 10-second cooldown or so depending on CDR, and you actually have to hit people with it too. So that's all I'm saying. Blah 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 blah. Yep. But all we're trying to say is we have a whole bunch of slows and stuns and things like that. So that works out really nicely, and I agree with you, Lance. I think you want a team fight. So again, let's see if you guys do that. Now, break down the other team for me. Let's try to speed it up too, because this is taking longer than I expect. But that's fine.
Yeah.
So like 1 or 2 sentences. What do you think of when you see these champions? I'll try to fill in the blanks. We'll talk about what they want to do, and then we'll talk about how your team can shit on them. Cool?
Okay. Ezreal, he's all skill shot, very hard to kill, especially if he goes blue, because he's hard to catch.
Hard to catch, can slow you. Yep.
Yeah.
Strong early, strong mid, strong late.
Yep. He shoots his arm, it feels like it.
You can't just say yep, you gotta tell me.
Sorry.
Is he strong early, mid, late, all of them? Because like you say yep, I'm like, okay, which one? That's usually my joke.
I thought you were adding on to what I was saying. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. Well, here, do you think he's strong early, mid, and late?
I believe so, yeah. If
Why?
he's going blue.
Okay. So when I say strong, what do you think I mean? Break that down for me, too, because I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Strong. Just a overall good pick, no matter kind of what the situation is.
Okay, I'm thinking more power spikes. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean by power spikes?
Oh yeah, his major power spikes when he gets an Ice Mark Gauntlet, right?
He has a bunch of major power spikes. Actually, it's weird. Like think about every Ezreal you've ever played with that's gone blue build, which we're saying he's going to go. What is always their first item?
A tier into Gauntlet usually.
Okay, a tier into Gauntlet. Well, he buys that tier first and comes back to lane, and he has like a tier, maybe a longsword.
Oh, he's weak then.
He's weak as shit. Okay, well, when does he get stronger?
After he gets the Sheen.
After he gets the Sheen, he gets a little bit stronger. Oh, his tier fully stacked, and now he has a Muramana. Gets a little stronger. Oh, he finished his Frozen Gauntlet. Now every Q is slowing, and he has cooldown reduction. Gets a little stronger. Like, each one of those is a power spike. There are other champions, like if I say Rengar. When is Rengar's power spike?
level 6.
Yeah, his big one is when he hits 6, for sure. But then he has mini ones that happen as his passive stacks. So as he gets trophies, he gets other little spikes in there. Sejuani, when is her power spike? Her big one.
Her big power spike.
Her first power spike, let's say that.
Oh, level 6.
Level 6. You know, and it's because she unlocks that giant ultimate. What about Ashe?
Level 6.
What about Lux?
Probably level 6.
I'd argue she's a little bit stronger early, too. Like, when she hits Q and E, she has a really big burst combo.
Yeah.
So, like, level 2 for her, she's actually pretty strong.
Yeah, Lux is a very strong early game champion.
Well, but again, she's skill shot oriented, so she has to land all that, too. But if she lands a Q, she can auto, she can throw an E on top of people, so that she hits them again, throws another auto. Remember, each auto consumes that light debuff she puts on them, and it gives her extra damage. And then once she gets her ult, yeah, she gets even stronger. But the same kind, that's what I'm thinking about strong. So on some champions, it's like Vayne with 6 items. That's her power spike, you know?
Yeah.
Because now it's like 9 auto attacks, and the percent health true damage is just deleting any champion in the game, regardless of how fed they are. So there's a bunch of stuff like that you need to think about. So Ezreal, when I say strong, is he strong early, mid, late, all of them, none of them? Like, what do you think? When is he the strongest?
He's the strongest mid to late game.
Yeah, like usually Ezreal's pretty damn strong mid, and then he kind of falls off late if he's doing that blue build too. Because like he won't have as much damage as like another AD carry. Like your Ashe will out damage an Ezreal if they're just sitting there wailing away on each other, not moving.
Yeah.
And that's just because she will have a build that is stronger at 6 items than Ezreal will have at 6 items. But in the mid game, he'll probably out damage her and have more utility and make his team. Maybe it kind of depends on how you're building, how the people play. But that's what I'm trying to say. Generally, when is he going to shine? When is he going to be really, really strong? If you watch LCS, like a while ago, Corki was really, really strong as soon as he got, one item.
Force.
Yeah, it's Trinity Force, right? Kog'Maw, really, really strong as soon as he got his core build.
Yeah.
Which is like 2 items. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's what you want to be thinking about when I'm saying when are people strong. So Ezreal, I would say, yeah, strong, probably mid-game once his tier is stacked, once he gets a couple items. And also, like you said, very slippery, very safe.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Victor. And again, I'm trying to speed this up, but I'm making it hard, so apologies.
No, it's fine.
So,
Victor, he's a strong. He has once he gets his hex score fully upgraded, he gets pretty strong, and he's a good lane bully with that. He has great wave clear. He dishes out so much damage like you too.
Yeah, he's kind of AoE. He's also bursty. I would think about it that way. Like he uses his abilities, then he's on cooldown. He kind of has to wait.
Right.
And then the abilities come back up. He can burst again.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a good way to think about him. What about Taric?
Taric, his big power spike's level 6, but his early game's pretty good too, though.
So when you think of Taric, when would you normally pick Taric or Taric or however you want to say it? I'm saying Taric because that's how all the streams I watch pronounce his name.
Okay.
But I'm probably wrong. I mispronounce every champion's name.
I would pick Taric when your team fighting is lacking a bit, because that invulnerability is really strong.
Yeah, so the invulnerability is really, really good. How does the invulnerability work?
It doesn't stop CC, but it stops damage taken. So it's really good against CC teams, because if you use it at the right moment, you just eat all the CC that you take no damage for it. So.
Yeah, so your team we talked about, you have a really good wombo combo, I would say, where like Ashe catches somebody out or you catch somebody out, then everybody else kind of chains their CC and piles on. Yeah. Well, Taric just clicks R in the middle of that.
And then it's like double and
womp womp. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah.
Also, Taric has like some weird passives that make him and whoever he bastions very, very good against a specific type of damage. Do you know what it is?
Melee damage? Is that what you mean?
Melee? Is that a new damage type?
Oh, sorry. Best. I have no idea what kind of damage it's good against.
So Tarek, like there are some champions that you just pick into specific types of damage. Like the magic damage counter is Galio because he builds magic resist to gain more AP, right?
Yeah, Tarek's good against AD because he gets bonuses from armor.
Yeah, so the more armor he has, remember he can put his W on another champion to give them bonus armor too. So if he has 100 armor, that means he has 20 armor, and so does whoever he put his Bastion on. You know?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So when would you normally pick Tarek?
Against a full AD team.
Against a full AD team or a team with a lot of AD threats, like, you know, a Ashe AD carry and a Lauai top lane and a Talon mid lane.
Right.
So this is actually a really, really good pick for them. What else does he do? He has healing, he has that stun, his Bastion, you can put the stun on that and the heal goes to whoever that is on, so you kind of have to watch that. But he's also kind of like a weird caster. He has a little bit of damage, and like his passive means he gets like multiple autos in that lowers cooldowns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's goofy.
Yeah, and all of his heal and his ultimate are AoE and his stun,
yep.
So that's pretty useful.
Also with the wind speakers, you know what wind speakers does? That makes Tarek extra good.
It doesn't give them MR and armor if they get a barrier or a heal from the target.
Yeah, so if we look at it here, let me just pull it up on my thing. So wind speakers, your heals and shields are 10% stronger, so his Q, his heal. Additionally, your shields and heals on other allies increase their armor by 5 to 22 based on level, and their magic resist by half that amount for 3 seconds. So if he just heals somebody, like let's say you did a wombo and he put his ult, but you know a little bit of damage happened at the beginning, then you're invulnerable, then he heals you right when the ult's about to end, you suddenly have an extra 20 armor. And he has armor from this. Actually, no, he doesn't get armor, does he? On other allies, I'm sorry. It used to be like that. But he's given you armor from his Bastion, and then he is also just giving you armor because he clicked Q.
Wow, that's really good.
And magic resist. So if he plays well, it's really good. He can make his team extra super tanky. He's kind of anti-wombo combo is how I would think of him, but you have to play well. So there is a pretty big skill component. Because if you just whiff your ult, you know, it's not going to do anything, obviously. All right, well, let's move on. What about Olaf? What makes you sad as a Sejuani player when you see an Olaf?
His ultimate.
Yeah, what does his ultimate do?
He can't be disabled. Like, the Olaf pick was a great pick against our team.
Yeah, luckily he took Flash instead of Ghost because he's bad.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Usually you take Flash when you have an ability you need to, like, auto-attack. Like, I'm not saying the right words. Animation cancel, not auto-attack cancel. So, like, on Sejuani, for example, if you want your ult to be cast a little bit smoother and faster, you can ult and then immediately flash after before it finishes its cast animation to cancel the animation and make it go from the end of your flash. Well, Olaf doesn't really have anything like that, so he's taking it just to jump over walls. But if he's playing smart and he has Ghost, like, it shouldn't matter because he just wants to run on your team anyway while his ult's up, and Ghost is on a lower cooldown, so I would say it's better in this situation, but that's just me. Yeah. But yeah, so he has that, he's going to be building a bunch of health, and then he's just trying to auto-attack and get to your backline and destroy them before his ult runs out, pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. And then he has slows of his axes, the lower health he gets, the more damage he does, there's a bunch of stuff like that. Alright, let's move on, just for the sake of time. Echo, tell me about Echo.
I hate Echo.
Why do you hate Echo?
Just...
What do he do to you?
I always have trouble playing against Echoes, that's probably why. I mean, why. But, he's really hard to kite, because especially if he's going tank Echo, because of his passive that speeds him up if he gets 3 procs. Then his Q slows you. The W is a big wide AoE stun.
That gives him a shield. Don't forget that.
It gives him a big fat barrier. Then his E dash, and then it blinks to a target that he hits, so he could jump over 2 walls essentially if he's good enough with it. Then his ultimate, so like you just lower him all the way down after he's tanked, then he gets it all right back because of his ultimate.
Yeah, so he's super duper slippery. Riot definitely nerfs Tank Echo a little, so he doesn't have as much damage. So if he wants to kill you, he actually has to build a little bit of damage. Like, usually you see Tank Echoes build like a Leandri's, or like another big expensive item like a Trinity Force or something, just so they get that Sheen proc when their E jumps in. But Tank Echo, not a lot of damage, but really freaking hard to take down, just because he's so slippery. Has his ultimate, has his W, has his E to blink, has his Q to kite. And if he's stacking cooldown reduction, it's going to be extra super duper annoying. So yeah, this guy's going to be really bad. How do you counter that, by the way? Counter just Echo in general. That champion that can just blink all over the place and like jump around and do all these things with his abilities. What's the best way to counter that kind of champion?
Lock him in place.
Mm-hmm. So how can you do that?
With a snare or a stun.
Yeah, like if Lux hits him with a stun, Ashe hits him with an arrow to the face, you use your ult, you can chain your Q into there. And then it's not just enough to lock him in place. While he's locked in place, what do you have to do?
Beat the crap out of him.
Well, you gotta burst him down, is probably what I'm looking for. Because if you don't burst him down, he's just gonna zone yas, or he's gonna ult, or he's gonna throw his W on top. You know, it's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a lot of damage all at once. If you can't do that, what's another alternative that you can do? You can't burst him down all at once.
You can't burst him down all at once. I don't know. I really don't.
You can poke him down.
Poke him down?
You can win trades, and then when you get him low enough so that you can burst him, then you lock him in place and destroy him.
Okay.
So if you were going to poke the Echo, how would you do it with this comp?
Lux E's, Ashe W's.
Lux E's, Lux snares into like Lux ults, Ashe W's. You can auto attack him a few times as long as you and Alawai are there to peel him if he tries to get frisky with Ashe. You probably can't do as much. Maybe you auto attack him or get him with your W and hit E to slow him down, then walk away because you're going to be tanky. Alawai can smack him with her tentacle. Talon can throw a rake his way. I mean, like you have a bunch of options, right? And then if he gets low enough and you land a good stun, everybody just jumps on him. Cool. Yeah. But also, if he's going tanky, like there are probably higher priority targets like this Ezreal and Victor that you'd want to focus on. All right, so we went through everybody. How do you think they should play their comp?
They should play that. They should wait for us to engage, then play around with the Taric ultimate.
Okay, so it's going to be all on Taric then to kind of like, oh, they're trying to wombo us, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
let's say other champions see the wombo coming. What will Victor do? What will Echo do? What will Ezreal do if they see like your ult flying through the air?
Ezreal will E out. Victor will flash or ghost or something.
He has flash and ghost, but let's say you're a god and you landed the perfect like ult flash or flash ult, depending on how you want to phrase it. And there's no way he's getting out, but he has time to push one button, and flash is on cooldown, so it's not that button.
He's gonna push R or W.
I would say W. Why W?
Because it's an AoE stun.
Yeah, that AoE stun. So like you wombo them, they're all stunned. What's your team gonna do?
Jump in on him.
Well, you're probably gonna jump in. Alawai might jump in. Talon's definitely jumping in. Probably one of you guys needs to stay back and peel for when the ult is over, but you could definitely jump in with your Q, get some extra damage, hit E on everybody, and then like walk back and peel while you're on cooldown. But if he throws his W down and you guys jump into that, what's gonna happen?
We all just get stunned and slowed.
Stunned and slowed. Okay, so that's what I'm saying there. Can Echo do anything? I agree if you're Ezreal Synopsis. He's probably just going to try to E away, and then he'll poke with Q and whatever.
Yeah.
What about Echo? Can he do anything?
Yeah, Echo can E away. He get his W off.
Well, let's say his E is on cooldown. Yeah, I'm thinking he might save his W if he's good, actually. So he sees, the ult flying through the air. Maybe it's a long-range Ashe arrow. Where is he going to W?
On himself.
On himself. Why?
So that way when the stun comes out, he'll stun everyone else.
Yeah, like if you jump on him when he's stunned, he'll stun everybody else. So that's how I'm seeing how they should probably play their comp as well. Like if they're tanky enough to survive like a really fast burst, then they can probably use their abilities to be like, okay, we survived, now what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then Olaf's going to be running on you because he can just click R when he sees it coming. So there's a couple things that they can do. What else can they do? Do you think they want to split push here?
Definitely, yeah.
Why?
Because we have great team fighting, and it's the best way to kind of beat team fighting is split pushing.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that too. Depending on how they play, their team fight might work a little bit better, but I think you guys do have more damage than they do. Like, actually, I know you guys have more damage than they do, just looking at your team. So if everybody's equal, I think split pushing is the way to go. Just because even if they do all that stuff we said, like Tarek lands the perfect ult, Victor uses his W well, Echo uses his W well, I still think you guys just outdamage them because it's going to be really hard to take down a Lawai unless they're focusing her. And if they're focusing her, Talon's going to be cleaning up, Ashe is going to be whittling away on everybody, Lux is going to be off cooldown and blowing people up again, and you the entire time are going to be slowing people, making them hard to do anything.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with your synopsis. If it's even or they're behind, split pushing probably the way to go. Who would they send to split push?
Probably I would send Olaf or Echo.
Which one? Or maybe both. I don't know. But which one and why?
I would send Echo because he can get away.
Yeah, Echo is like the slipperiest champion in the game. I agree. And he has his ult, he has his E to jump over walls, he has his Q to kite. Oh, you caught him. Well, there's a W, you're stunned, and he has a big old health bar now. Also, what else does he have?
He has teleport.
Yeah, teleport,
so
so...
He can teleport into a team fight.
You can teleport into a team fight. If you sent Olaf, let's say he's splitting bot lane. Why would that be a bad idea, maybe?
Because then I could just go Baron.
Yeah, then it's an easy Baron call. And it's no longer a 50-50 because he's not going to flash over the wall and try to steal it. It's, yeah, I can just outsmite the enemy team because I'm a good jungler.
Yeah.
So probably not Olaf, because if he splits, you just take a jungle objective on the other side of the map. And maybe he's splitting strategically, but even then, I don't think he's the best, because you guys actually have kind of a good catch comp between Lux, Ashe, you, Talon can rake people. So I don't know, and I think Alao can go toe-to-toe with Olaf. She might have trouble with Echo, depending on how he builds, but we'll see. Also, Olaf, maybe you're thinking his ultimate. Like, you try to throw an Ashe arrow in his face, he just clicks R and runs away. Like, that could be it too, but I think he wants to stay around the jungle objective, so I don't know if he's, like, the best choice. Echo could always split.
Yeah.
Because he's not as important for controlling things on specific parts of the map. Olaf, though, yeah, he needs to be around Baron if it's up. He needs to be around Dragon if it's up, and you guys are threatening that. Okay, kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say they want to engage. Instead of waiting for you to engage, they want to engage. How would that work?
If they want to engage?
Yeah.
They'd probably have to play around with the Echo W.
Okay.
And then maybe get a pick with a Olaf Q or Ezreal Q with Iceborne Gauntlet.
So Olaf Q and Ezreal Q would both be slowing. Ezreal from the Iceborne Gauntlet, Olaf just because his thing slows. That makes it easy for Echo to land a W. Echo has a Q that slows as well. Who would Tarek probably throw his Bastion on top of?
I would throw it on the Echo because he can really engage really well. So
yeah, Echo would be good. Who else is really good engage?
Olaf.
Olaf would be really good, and he can choose, remember? So if they wanted to engage, Echo could throw his W down, Olaf could be queuing, Ezreal could be queuing, Victor, maybe he gets Rylized and just, does his Q, and now they're slowed. I don't know. But you have a bunch of slows, and Tarek can throw his stun on, one of their bruisers, and so when they, run in there, and they have a Tarek stun in front of them, too, makes it extra easy to jump in. Now, I don't know if they want to do that because, like we said, you guys have a ton of CC, and you kind of want them, if Alawai stick them with you, to run into your tentacle lair or whatever, right? And also, if they're, funneling in, it makes it real easy for a Sejuani ult, makes it really easy for a Lux snare. You have a bunch of AoE slows, so it'll be kind of hard to chase. So both teams have slows. Both teams kind of want to team. It's weird. It'll be interesting to see what happens. This will actually be a good game to watch.
Okay.
Now, having said that, this is like a silver game, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. Also, the reason why I sent you this game is because you said you want the games that you don't know why you won or lost. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna watch on double speed too. Okay, last thing. So knowing what they want to do, knowing what you want to do. Okay, how would you want to play to beat them? Hey, Sarjan, thanks for the host, man. Appreciate it.
I would try to feed the Ashe, and I would try to feed the Ashe and just get you rolling a bit. And
you sound like a robot right now. Is your mic okay? Okay, better. Keep going. Tell me again.
I would try to feed the Ashe and the Lux, get them going, because they're our main sources of damage right now in my head. That's how I'm thinking. And then I would by doing that, I would want to shut down the Ezreal and the Taric too.
I agree with that, because if you get Talon going, Taric can completely shut him down if he clicks R at the right time, because Talon's bursty, right?
Yeah.
So it makes more sense to get the sustained damage rolling, just because, cool, Taric ulted. Well, now it's done. Ashe is still doing damage. Lux is still doing damage, because she probably has 45% CDR as a support. You know, so there's a bunch of things you can do. Also, you kind of don't want these guys strong, because if Taric doesn't have a bunch of items, he's going to have a longer cooldown on his ult too, which means you'll have an easier time womboing. Why else would bot lane be really, really good?
Because they have a lot of CC, so ganks are very easy to pull off.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage and a lot of CC, so I'm like, cool. Now, earlier you said Sejuani should just be power farming 6, shouldn't be ganking before 6. I disagree with you. There are specific situations where it is good for her to gank early. One of them is when her team has a lot of damage. Why would that be?
Because you provide a good amount of CC.
Yeah, for sure. Now that said, like, what about a Lawai into Echo? Do you think you're ever going to be able to kill an Echo early?
Maybe. It'd have to be before 6, but other than that, that's like a maybe.
It'd be before 6. If he was full health and you landed a perfect engage, do you think you guys could kill him?
No.
I don't either. So it would have to be like, oh, he's sticking around 200 health because he's bad. Let's kill him.
Yeah.
Now what about mid? Why would mid be a tough lane to gank?
Victor, he kind of plays back with the death ray, but I don't really see how it would be tough. Besides,
I agree. Like look at Talon.
Yeah.
He's got ignite. He's got a whole bunch of damage. This guy, what are his escapes?
Only flash and ghost.
Well, he has flash and ghost summoner, so that's something that is definitely weighing towards the wow. That's going to be annoying to gank. But in his kit, like, ignore this. Let's say he has, I don't know, barrier ignite for some reason. Would you want to camp this lane?
I would want to camp that lane because he's
Why?
Easy to gank. He's easy
Why?
To gank. He has no escapes.
Yeah, well, what does he have? His Q speeds him up and gives him a shield, so that's annoying.
Yeah.
His W is like an AoE slow, and if he has his Hex Tech stuff or his Hex Core stuff like leveled up, it'll stun if you stand at it for too long. He has wave clear from his death ray, and then if he has his ult, that's just going to do damage in AoE.
Yeah, like Victor's just an automatic shover because of his death ray, so he should just be susceptible to ganks throughout the lane.
Yeah,
usually.
Depending on how he's playing the lane, and because Talon is like literally an assassin with a bunch of burst damage, this might also be where you want to be. Now Echo, I think that's just like a farm lane. He's going to be a nightmare to gank if he's playing smart.
Yeah.
So I think what you're trying to do as a jungler is play towards the bottom mid side of the map, because like you said, lots of CC, lots of damage, cool, works nicely with you. And then mid, ignite into no ignite or no defensive summoner. Like usually, like Victor into an assassin might take exhaust or might take barrier, something like that, or might take heal even.
Yeah.
But because he didn't, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is going to be an easy lane to gank.
Yeah.
Are you worried about counter ganks at all? Like Victor Olaf versus Sejuani Talon, who wins?
I don't know. It's kind of a tough one.
Who has more damage?
Talon has more damage than Victor, but
I agree with that early anyway.
yeah, early game Talon will have more damage than Victor, but
Maybe late game too, but if they're like even, I think Victor might do a little more work.
yeah,
It depends. Depends how he's building too.
Victor has good AoE damage too. Early game, I have more AoE damage, so I think me and Talon can win that fight. But I know Olaf gets stronger the weaker he is. So
Yeah, I think like here, Talon versus Victor. Early game, Talon has a slight edge, but remember he's an AD caster, right? So when he's on cooldown, he's just auto attacks, and they're gonna be a little wimpy. Victor, same kind of thing, right? He's a burst mage. He's gonna blow all of his spells, then he's on cooldown. Remember, one of his spells gives him a shield, and he has Ghost and Flash, too. So he can definitely run away a little bit easier. It might be hard to blow him up. Olaf, we already said, like, let's say it's level 3 all around. Olaf, what does he do? What kind of damage?
he does auto attack damage.
It's kind of like sustained damage if he can get to you, right?
Yeah.
And with his Qs, he's going to be slowing you if he can hit it. And if you're jumping in there, because your Talon, you're probably jumping in, your Sejuani, you're probably jumping in, it'll be easy to land his Qs because he'll just have to peel Victor or whatever.
Right.
So, and like you said, as he gets lower, like he's going to do more damage. So it's kind of iffy. It depends how you guys focus. I think if you focus down the Olaf, because remember, Victor's on cooldown. He's not doing anything until his cooldowns come back up. You might win. If you don't and you spread out your damage between these two, like you're probably going to get shit on by the Olaf, at least early. So I don't know. Like I think you might be worried about counter ganks just because it might be hard to get the right focus. And so like what I'm saying is you blow your entire cooldowns, every one of your spells, and then Olaf's at like a third health, and then Talon starts wailing on the Victor because he's like, oh, a carry, I better kill him. Olaf is now like super low health, and he's doing extra damage because of it, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's like, I can see that happening maybe, just because it's silver.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm like just playing out scenarios in my head. Like, you can also outplay the Olaf pretty easily, too. Because he's pretty telegraphed. He's going to throw his thing and then run at you and try to do auto-attack damage. I mean,
yeah,
it's not a complicated champion. So that's something I might be worried about, depending on how good or bad your teammate is.
Okay.
Now, if it's bot lane, like let's say it's you 3 bot versus these 3 bot, who wins?
Us. We have more sustained damage and we have a much better team fight.
More sustained damage. You also have a lot of crowd control, so Olaf shouldn't be able to get to you guys unless you're just dumb.
Yeah.
Because Lux is going to have her snare. He's going to be running in a straight line. He won't have his ult yet. Ashe is going to have her W slowing people. Lux will have her E slowing people. You have your W and E, which you hit him with the W, and then you hit E immediately after. That'll slow him. Your Q can bop people up. I mean, it should be pretty easy, so I agree there. Top lane, we already mentioned we're not even going to go there because it's probably just a waste of time. But I think they win there, too, because Echo can just run away and he can slow you forever. Maybe Alawai wins if they just sit there getting smacked in the face with tentacles left and right, but it kind of depends how they play it.
Okay.
All right, before we watch, and I do want to watch, anything important? Like, do you care about Rift Herald? Do you care about Dragons? Do you care about Baron? Like, is there anything your team definitely needs to win? Or is there anything their team definitely needs to win that you want to keep away?
We don't really, since our team fighting's so good, we don't really need neutral objectives like that. We could just worry about getting towers and stuff, but we definitely would want to keep away Baron from them because they have a good wave clear and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, since they have good wave clear, us getting Baron would be pretty well too, but...
Yeah, so I think Baron might be pretty good. If you're trying to break the base, Echo Q, Olaf Q, Taric can stun if you guys try to run on him. Victor, his Death Ray. Ezra won't have very good wave clear, but it'll stop you from kind of engaging, and these 3 together will kind of stop you. So Baron might be really, really good on you guys. Rift Herald, if she's trying to split push, maybe you get it on her, but you definitely don't want Echo to have it. So maybe just keep it warded so they can't get it. What about Dragons? I mean, dragons are always good. They're free stats, but is there like 1 or 2 dragons that are like super scary if they get or if you get?
If we get a Infernal Drakes, we'd be pretty scary because we.
Why?
Because we have tons of damage to begin with, so if we just get Infernal Drakes, it's just even more damage.
Yeah, you mentioned Lux support probably going to be building a little AP. Ashe 80 carry has 80 in her name, going to be building 80. You're probably playing tank Sejuani, so meh.
Yeah.
Alawai, will she build any AD?
Oh yeah, she'll get like a Cleaver and Steric's gauge.
Cleaver, Steric. She'll have a little bit, not as much as like, Talon mid who will have like full AD assassin build probably, right? So I think Infernal Dragon is important. What about Ocean Dragon? What about Wind Dragon? Water Dragon, Wind Dragon, Earth Dragon, Captain Planet Dragons. What about those? Do those matter?
The Cloud Drake would be nice just for more.
But I mean, I'm thinking like, do you need it to win?
No, we don't really need any dragons to win, really.
Okay, I agree. Do they need any dragons to win?
I think they'd benefit from mountain drakes because they'd want to split push on us. So I think they'd benefit a lot from mountain drakes.
Yeah, and also because Ezra won't have as much damage as like an Ashe or like a Caitlyn who has more sustained damage because he's more of like an AD caster type AD carry. I think Mountain Drake would help help them anyway. I'm saying you guys, but help this team like take down towers faster too, because everybody else is pretty much melee, and Victor won't be doing that much work. If he's close enough to auto-tech the tower, he's close enough to get engaged on by your scary wombo. So I agree. Mountain Drake for them might be the one. And yeah, all the other dragons are good. If you can get them, sure, get them. It'll help both teams. But I think they really want Mountain Dragon. You guys might really want Infernal Dragon. Everything else kind of like meh.
Yeah.
And then Baron, obviously, it'll help both teams break the insane wave clear that the other team has.
Right.
All right. So I think we laid it down. Ready to see what happened?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. And by the way, stream, people watching, if you want to play along at home, I'm watching on double speed, so it's not that this guy's Super Saiyan and just moving super fast. But there's the video if you want to rewind and look at things. And I have it muted just because I think he said he has like really loud, obnoxious friends that were just yelling like full death metal screams the entire game. So headphones maybe?
I'm listening to pretty loud music. Like when I play League, I listen to dubstep and stuff.
Nice. Wub. All right, let's see what you do. You bought really fast. You immediately ran. I like that. That's good. You're running in here. You're guarding. I like that. Oh, look, it's an Infernal Dragon. Okay, I like that you're guarding. Oh, look. All right, so you've watched some of the other streams, right?
Yours?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to make a plan of it, but I've been too busy with work and stuff.
No worries. That's completely fair. Okay, I have a pet peeve whenever I'm watching a VOD review, and I'm asking not because I'm mad and sad that you don't watch my stream, Lance. Okay. I'm asking because I want to know if you know what I'm about to say, and I don't want to waste your time.
I have no idea what you're about to say.
Okay, right now, look at your team.
They're not guarding my jungle when they should be, right?
Well, are they doing anything useful? And right now, your hand up here is covering up a Lowite.
No, they're not doing anything useful.
Like, could they be doing something more useful? And what is it?
They could be watching the entrances to my jungle.
Why?
Because I don't want to lose any of my buffs.
Or camps, or get wards in there. Like, some people will start pink level 1, and they'll go and invade and put a deep pink. Like, I always do that when I'm smurfing if I can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons why they're not doing that. What if the enemy team invaded as 5?
We would have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. So that's another thing. What's one way you can make your team not completely useless?
Ask them to watch the entrances to my jungle.
When do you ask them? Do you ask them right now when they're AFK looking at YouTube videos of Miley Cyrus dancing?
Ask them in Champion Select.
Yeah, in Champ Select. Now, usually they'll just be like, shut up, why would I want to guard your jungle? So I would actually ask them something different. And I would recommend doing this every single game. Like, I even try to do this up in Diamond every single game. And sometimes my team does the exact same thing your team's doing because people are bad. But do you know what it is?
No.
Alright, let me just break it down for you. So here, we're looking at RiftKit right now.
Okay.
This is a website. I think we've used it in some of our past lessons, right? But it's a website that lets me move stuff around and kind of like draw things out. So right now, everybody's just kind of derping around a tower. Guess what the enemy team is probably doing?
Would they be derping around their jungle?
They are probably also derping around a tower or in their jungle. Like, look at how your bot lane's standing, right?
It's probably the same way.
It's probably symmetrical, only you can't see because the Fog of War is here. So if you wanted to take advantage of that, what I recommend to all my students, and I'll give you the Cliff Notes version because I actually want to watch this game, but I recommend saying in Champ Select, hey guys, we're going to invade. Buy fast, follow me.
Okay.
Because if you're just like, okay guys, buy fast to guard my jungle, that's less exciting. You're not going to get the 8-year-olds that are Call of Duty addicts all amped up to go, guard your chickens.
Right.
But if you're going to take them on a mission, a covert ops mission deep in enemy territory where you can maybe get first blood and let them carry the game from that 400 gold they're going to get, then they get excited. Then they buy fast. Then instead of, this, you have something that looks like this. So, like, let's say you're going to invade from mid. You run through here. You have at least one person go this way. The other people can go this way because it's faster. Why would you have at least one person run this way?
For a flank, I guess, just in case.
On flank for what?
Their mid laner, I guess.
Okay, they're mid laner. So if you run from base, as soon as the thing opens up, When is their mid laner going to arrive?
The same time as our mid lane.
The exact same time. Well, whoever's going mid, right? The exact same time, probably, because you have that home guard bonus. You know, the speeds in League are relatively equivalent. Like, yeah, Pantheon Master Yi will be faster than, like, a Nautilus, sure. But about the same time, right? So if you guys are all going this way, and their mid laner runs through here and stands in this bush, what happens to your invade?
It just gets ruined.
Why does it get ruined?
Because he can see us.
Yeah, because he can see you can't see him. Then you walk in there, and he's like, hey, they're all here. They're dumbasses. And then the enemy team can actually set a trap for you. That's a thing that can happen. So always recommend at least one person coming this way and checking this bush, because sometimes you're seen here. And if you come up and he comes up at the same time, usually what your mid laner does is he doesn't run this way to act like he's going to invade. Usually he just like spams his mastery mode and starts trying to harass the mid laner and dancing or something. Or maybe he starts laughing and backing up to kind of bait him here, and you guys loop around and get first blood that way. But anyway, just send one person mid and then converge with your team over here just to make sure that you aren't seen. Make sense? Alright, so, or you can just all run through mid and that solves it too, but usually there's like bad people that run this way because it's faster. So, I recommend coming through here, kind of looping around through this bush, so you come around here and there's less time for them to react if they're in this bush. Coming down here, check here. Coming around here, check here, then come back.
Okay.
Now, why even do this? What's the point?
You check, well, doing all this, you'll check to see if the jungler's starting this side or not.
How will you know if he's starting this side or not?
He'd be starting this side because he'd be around his Krugs or his red buff.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of challenger players putting out educational videos saying that you actually want to start top lane every game, or top side, because right now the bottom tower is worth an extra 400 gold if it goes down, and it doesn't have damage reduction. It's actually one of the most important objectives in the game in the current patch. So most people that are good will actually start top now.
Okay.
So when we're going through here, how do you know for sure if he's starting top or bot? Or maybe he's in your jungle, I don't know. What's
How do I know for sure?
Yeah, how do you know for sure?
If
simple questions, simple answers, my friend.
If the jungler's not there.
If he's not there, how do you tell if he's not there?
By checking everywhere.
Oh, so you're just saying if you don't see him?
Yeah.
What if he's AFK in base and he's late, and then right at like 110 he runs out of here?
Just drop a ward at the Krugs.
Yes. So what you want to do is, ward, as you walk through here. That is the main point of this. Or you can even ward here because it can still see red buff. That is the main point of this invade. That is the number one thing because it gives you information and tells you where he's starting. So let's say you don't see him starting on red or Krugs. Where's he probably starting?
Gromp or blue.
Probably Gromp or blue. 90% of the time, if you don't see him here, he's probably starting here. Or he's invading your red.
Okay.
And your top lane can always, just do this on his way to top lane. Just to check. Okay, what's the other reason you're doing this invade route?
Just so my team's not doing anything useless.
Well, your team's definitely going to be more useful. How are they going to be more useful doing this versus standing at tower? Isn't it safer at tower?
Yeah. Yeah, but they're more useful doing this because they're helping me provide vision for the team as a whole.
Yeah, because you only have one ward, so you need at least one other person to come with you. Okay, well, what happens if you find somebody?
You jump out and kill them.
Yeah, they're probably going to die, and then you guys get first blood. And then the enemy team is already arguing about how the person who died is bad and should uninstall, and morale is low for them. So it's a good thing. What if they're like, oh shit, and flash over a wall?
That's great. We just burned a summoner spell.
Yeah,
good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're doing this because about 30% of the time, this will be happening in the enemy jungle. The mid lane and top lane will be AFK. They won't be coming to help. They'll be watching like a MOBA Fire guide on how to play their champion because it's silver and people don't know what they're doing yet. And like the enemy bot lane and jungle will probably be sitting on the buff they're going to start dancing. If you want to be really bad manners, my favorite thing to do, I recommend this to some of my students if they want to be bad manners and play dirty. Right when you're about to invade, in all chat, ask them what their favorite Pokemon is. And say like, mine's Jigglypuff or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the best part, when you come out of the fog of war,
they're typing.
You'll see like Pika, F, dead. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to flash and chat was open. It's super bad manners, but it's effective if you're trying to climb. Now, you don't have to do that. I don't know if that's reportable. I just think it's funny, so I'm mentioning it. You can do some scumbag tactics like that if you want. But anything to distract them is pretty good. Sometimes, though, like if people have fallen for that before, they're like, oh shit, they're invading, oh god. And so, I don't know. It could work, it might not work. But if you're doing this and they're just AFK sitting there, like I've had games that have just been won because, oh, he's just sitting there and now he's dead. You know, maybe it's a streamer. Maybe he's messing with his stream settings. Like, that happens a lot, too. You never know. But you're doing that because, A, you can get the wards. That tells you where he's going to start. He being the enemy jungler, it tells you how you can play over the next 5 minutes, too, because you know his route, probably, if you know where he's starting. And then also, like, 1/3 of the time, about 30%, you're either going to burn a summoner, or summoners, or get first blood.
Yeah, so it's just a win-win.
Yeah, so always invade. There are times where maybe like, oh, I just played against these guys. They probably know we're going to invade. Maybe we don't invade just to mess with them. Or, oh, they have a blitzcrank. Maybe we know they're going to invade. Let's stack in a bush and wait for him. You know, there's stuff like that you can do. But generally, like 95% of the time, it is always a good idea to invade because you get information from those wards, and you might get a kill, or you might burn a summoner.
Okay.
Cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep watching. Let's see what happens. So Allow setting up her tentacles. Oh, there's Echo. We know where he is. Looks like you guys aren't invading. She's busy dancing.
You were right. Huh.
You guys are standing literally right on top of your buff that you're going to start. Oh, look, Ashe is dancing. Lux is dancing. But do you see what I'm saying? Right now would be when like the invade would come. A little bit before. All right, let's see what your clear looks like. I like that you save Smite. Why is it good that you save Smite?
I do it just in case my jungler or my bot lane's incompetent, and it also makes my buff last a little longer.
Okay, so I like that. Another reason is you don't know where the enemy bot lane is.
Oh yeah, so I just might last just so I guaranteed level 2.
Yeah, like I don't think Tarek's gonna like flash over the wall and steal it. Like maybe if he's a god, but if it's something like a Lux on the enemy team or a Lulu or a Blitzcrank, you know, really good Blitz players will actually come and pull your camp that you're trying to do to just delay your level 2, or they'll just try to steal it, and now, you know, they're level 2 sooner, and you're not. And now you have to do, like, Blue Buff or Wolves without a leash, and that just sucks. At level 1, anyway. So, it's good that you're saving it for that reason. Now, if you had those wards that we talked about from invading, you'd be like, oh, they're right there. And you can smite early, get a faster clear, and then it doesn't matter that you don't have it for a second longer. Also, the incompetence thing, that is also a very good argument. Because maybe the AD carry DCs and is just right-clicking aimlessly, and then you have to, like, out-auto-attack someone that does auto-attack damage. You know, that's tough.
Yeah, I used to smite first, but then, like, the AD carry ended up stealing it, like, one game, like, 3 times in a row, so now I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, and if there's a gen on your team, like, that 4th auto is going to hit pretty hard, so always good to save smite in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to nitpick what you're doing right now. Why is this a mistake?
Queuing at it?
Yeah. And this is just because I have 5,000 Sejuani games, and I'm going to help you out with your micro here. Why is this a mistake?
Because I'm wasting my CC. I should auto-attack it, then Q. So
yeah, you should auto-attack it first.
Yeah, so I don't get a hit. So
how many times should you auto-attack it? And why?
Just a couple times.
Why a couple times? Why not 1 in Q?
For my buff passive. And
yes.
For my normal passive.
So what you want to do is you want to auto attack it. Let every one of the 3 creeps hit you because, like you said, you have the Gromp passive. What does the Gromp passive do? Just for the people watching, in case they're brand new to the game.
It poisons them, applying magic damage.
So it's like damage over time, but it doesn't do that unless they auto attack you first, right?
Right.
So if you just Q in, you're knocking them up, they're not poisoned, and you didn't get an extra auto attack in, you're wasting damage. And that's going to slow down your clear. So best way to do it, auto attack them until they all hit you once, and then right before the big guy, you don't give a shit about the little guys, but right before the big guy is about to auto attack, then you Q all 3.
Okay.
Okay? Another thing you can do, because you are level 2, what do you do immediately after you auto attack?
You W because it's auto attack reset.
Yeah, so usually my clear pattern, if I'm doing blue and I have Gromp poison, is I auto attack, I W, I wait for the big guy to hit me once, then I auto attack again, and then I'll Q right before he hits me a second time. Okay? So watch this. So you just jump in there, you even miss one of the little guys, and now you're kiting them around, which is good. And normally what I would recommend is sit in the middle of the little guys when your W is up, and then when it's not, kite them around.
Okay.
But yeah, so aside from that, it's pretty good. And you can do that with every camp. So let's see what you do here. Okay, you skip your wolves. So what's your plan?
I was gonna go red.
By the way, good job looking. Now, I'm very sad because I'm looking bot, and I saw that you just looked bot, and then you kept going top.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm asking again here, see if you see what I see. So it's amazing that you're looking, and I like that you passed over there, and now you're looking around. So nothing going on there. Wait, what's happening here? Watch the minimap. So did you see right when you panned back what happened?
Tarek was engaging on Ash.
So let's watch, right? I'm going to slow it down. It's literally right when you walk away. So we're at half speed, so it's going to be like molasses. But right when you go away, he goes in on her.
Yeah.
So if I'm seeing that and I'm seeing them pulled up, I might not even go to the red side of the map because you had time. Because first of all, here, let me go back to Rift Kit, right? Anytime the enemy team is past the halfway mark in lane, and you're playing Sejuani, they should at least burn flash if you gank.
Okay.
So right now the enemy AD carry and the support are playing here. Now, what did we say was the lane we wanted to gank early?
Bot lane.
Why?
Because of all their CC and sustained damage.
All their CC and damage. Now, if the enemy bot lane is dumb and pushed up this far, look at how far back they have to run, to get to tower, to get to safety. And that's if they run in a straight line and don't try to dodge skill shots. And on top of that, you have Ash W, which she probably has leveled. You have Lux Snare and E, which she probably has leveled by the time you get down there. And then you're going to have your E if you do one more camp. So if I'm and when you were looking, you were right around here. If I'm seeing this bullshit going on bot, I might do an about face, wolves, scuttle, heal up, because maybe they push back out, wait for them to do dumb shit again, then just come and get first blood for your team.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Just because you said you wanted to work on map awareness, you literally looked at the map, which is great, but I think you missed the point.
Yeah, I don't know.
No worries. And this is a game you already played, so hindsight's 20/20. It's a lot easier to see this stuff afterwards. But I want you to see, right now, this is like my brain is oh my god, dinner's served. That is 2 kills for me. Maybe a tower, just because the bot lane tower this patch onward does not have the damage reduction that most towers do. Mid and top have 50% damage reduction until 5 minutes. Bot tower has none. If you kill both of them, the enemy jungler, if we knew he started bot, he's probably on the top side of the map, so he can't come help. That means you guys probably take that tower super early. What happens if you take a tower super early right now? We talked about it a little earlier, but just so I can hammer it home.
Don't we get first blood gold, don't we?
I call it first cement gold, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, first cement gold.
So you get 400 gold for your team from the first cement bonus. What else do you get?
You get more. You get that map opened up some more for you.
Map is opened up. What else do you get? How much does a tower give regularly?
150 gold.
More than that.
Oh, really? 250 then?
Oh, I thought we talked about this. No, towers are worth a lot. For your team, it gives 800 gold.
Oh.
Because remember, it's 100 gold to every single person on your team. So 100 times 5 people on your team is 500 gold. And then it's 300 gold split up evenly between your teammates. But I think you might be right, and it's 250 gold now because they just changed it. But figure about 800 gold net for your team. And then on top of that, like we said, the first tower bonus, right? The first cement bonus. So that's 400 gold. So let's see. Outer towers now give global 100, and now it's 250. So okay. Instead of 800, it's 750. But I'm going to round up so I'm right, okay?
Okay.
But figure it's about 1,200 gold. 1,150 if you want to get technical, but about 1,200 gold if you take that.
Okay.
So bot tower, very, very important. So if you see the enemy bot lane just asking to die, go grant their wish.
All right.
The path you're going now, because here, I'm going to play it. And this is on double speed again. I like that you checked to see if, Olaf was in there trying to cheese you. That's good. What's something you could do if you're super worried about him coming to cheese you?
Just ward over the wall or something.
Yeah, going back to Rift Kit, instead of just wasting time on your DPS and, like, being paranoid and worrying about him, because if you're in that bush and he comes, like, what are you going to do, realistically?
Yeah.
What I would do is I would put it here or here,
Okay.
just so you can see both. Notice that the top one covers, this entrance and there, because he's probably not going to be like, "Yeah?" He's probably going to come this way through the bushes, right?
Yeah.
Another thing you can do if you're like worried about echo is put it here.
Okay.
And then what I recommend is if you're doing that, kite it this way, because then he has to curl all the way around, and then you can always just walk this way, and then it'll reset. And then he might waste time trying to kill it.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right, but going back to this, what you're doing here is just kind of inefficient.
Okay.
How did Tarek get first blood? How did they get second blood?
I have no idea.
So look at where they died. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So if we go back to Rift Kit, boop, boop, boop. Remember how we said they were pushed up really far and playing really ham? Your bot lane died right here. Tarek is he melee or is he ranged?
Melee.
So he probably was right here when that happened. 80 carry, maybe like here, because it's in Ezreal. So remember what we said? We saw them pushed up and then you chose to go up here? This is a signal, if you see shit like this, to be like, oh, they want to die. It's my job as a jungle to help them out.
Okay.
So if you see that, about face, do your wolves. If you're low on health, do scuttle. Just sit there. It's not going to hit back, so just like heal from your natural region, and as you kill it, you'll get 10 extra health from your Strength of Ages, and the healing just from killing it. Because you have like innate lifesteal from like your jungle item. Because every time you auto attack it, if you have the one that gives mana, it steals 25 health over 5 seconds, and if you have the other one, you have lifesteal. So I would do Gromp to blue. If you see this shit happening, I would be looking while I'm doing blue, actually, not when I'm moving away from it, so you can make the decision earlier. Then do wolves. Then come down here, do scuttle if you're low. Then come down here and murder them.
Okay.
Because if you had done that this game, they would be dead. And I know I'm just throwing a bunch of arrows on the map. But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
A better clear, too, if you want to be healthier. And again, just to nitpick, Gromp, and then do wolves, and then do blue. Do you know why?
So then I have the smite for the blue.
You have the smite for the blue. Also, wolves do the least damage out of any jungle camp.
Oh.
So if you have the smite for the blue, which actually does quite a bit of damage with the big golem like smacking you in the face, it means less getting smacked in the face by a giant angry golem, because you'll kill it faster.
Yeah.
Also, let's say the enemy Olaf is going to invade. Let's say he's going to do the cheesy thing, which is start red, which you would have seen if you invaded with wards, by the way. And then he's going to loop around here and murder you at blue, right? Well, what happens if you do wolves second?
If you do wolves second, he'll just loop around. He'll see that I'm not at my blue, then he'll probably walk away or just wait. But usually, if you go to start wolves, you just throw a ward by your blue.
Yeah, you can throw a ward by your blue if you're extra paranoid. I actually made this mistake. I played a game of solo queue for like the first time in a week, and someone did the every try-hard cheese thing on me, and I had to burn flash to get away, and then we ended up killing him because he stayed to do my blue, but whatever. It was actually a misplay by me when I was rewatching my game. Instead, what I should have done is I should have just gone to wolves, killed it. I don't need to smite, and I come back here, because what's he going to do if you're not at blue? Probably.
Probably just leave.
I don't think so. I think this is silver. They'll start it. So he starts blue. What level is he?
He's level 2.
He's level 2. He started on red buff, so he has red buff, but he's getting hit in the face by blue. Is he going to be full health? Is he going to be low health? What's going on there?
It's probably going to be like half health, maybe.
Probably half health. Now, because you got a good leash on Gromp, so you're pretty much full health from that, and you did wolves next, which do wolves do a lot of damage compared to the other camps? No, they're literally the one that does the least amount of damage, unless you're counting Scuttle. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So you come back from this, you're pretty much probably 3/4 to full health, and depending on how many of your potions you chugged. And you come back and you see this jackass like doing your blue, and he's at half health. What are you gonna do?
Just all in him. Or
Yeah,
just
kill him.
Yeah, or wait in the bush until he's like really low, then just ensure his demise.
I would not wait too much, because Olaf, remember, he does more damage the lower he gets, and also he could just smite your blue and walk away at that point.
Okay.
Whenever they're doing a camp like blue or red, junglers fall into this trap mentality when it's like, what do I do? Do I finish the buff or do I fight? Well, because if you keep the blue alive, what ends up happening, hey, what's up, Sneaky Taco? Sorry, shiny things in Twitch chat. But if you keep the buff alive, it's pretty much like having a 2v1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, because he has to choose, like, and when you come in, you're not going to be like, I'm going to jump over this wall and fight from right here, because what'll happen to blue?
It'll aggro onto you.
It'll aggro onto you. So what you're going to do here, and let me refresh this, you're going to come around and you're going to hit him here. And what's going to happen is blue will be hitting him from one side, and all the little minions will still be hitting him, and you're going to be hitting him from here, because he's level 2. That's going to hurt. Also, he's going to be, like, Smite will probably be back up for him soon. Because he did red first, he probably smote it to get the extra health back, and then he ran to your blue, right? So he's also deciding, do I smite, or do I fight? Well, I got to use my abilities maybe to get blue down. That indecision will let you kill him. And also, you should be spam pinging for your lanes to come murder him, too. Because this is just like a free kill and red buff for mid. This is a free kill and red buff for your AD carry. Well, assuming the enemy bot lane isn't retarded and doing what they're doing, where they're pushed up way too far and like trying to murder them under tower when like you as a jungler can just come kill them. But I digress. So just come in here and do that. But if you did gromp this to blue, especially if you notice if the enemy bot lane like pushed up like this, it makes it really easy to go bot and kill them because you'll be healthier. And you'll be able to see them. And let's say that you do this path anyway. It also defends against the invade. That's another benefit. But you do this path, and then enemy bot lane, they back off because it's like, oh, gank clock. Better be scared. Better back up.
Yeah.
No. What can you still do?
You can.
Simple questions, simple answers. Nothing crazy here.
If they back up there.
Yeah, you were doing this route because you're like, okay, I think I can kill them bot. Let's do this. We'll do Gromp Wolves blue. We'll look bot again. Oh, nothing's there.
Yeah, just do the Scuttle Crab, I guess.
I mean, you could do the Scuttle Crab if you want to wait around. Like, usually you're doing the Scuttle here if you're thinking, okay, maybe they'll push back up, or maybe mid will be gankable. But what's someone else you do as soon as you finish blue? Nothing's there. They're all pushed up. Enemy jungler's top, I know, because we have wards.
Just go to your red buff.
Yeah, go to your red side jungle. Queue over the wall because it'll be back up by the time you get over here, and you have blue buff, so you're not worried about the mana, and go clear this side of your jungle, which is what you were going to do anyway.
Yeah.
Only now you're level 3 and you're healthier.
Yep, okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So again, just nitpicking, because like I think your path is wrong, especially since you literally looked bot and saw that the enemy bot lane was being suicidal.
Yeah.
But do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
And I'm only focusing so hard on this because the number one thing you wanted to focus on was looking for opportunities of map awareness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewind for a second. By the way, someone was telling me YouTube shortcuts. Is there like something to rewind like 10 seconds?
I have no idea.
I think there is. If anybody in Twitch chat knows, let me know so I can be a better person. Okay, good. You looked top for a second. What'd you notice when you looked top for like literally half a second? Like what were you looking for?
I was looking to see if Echo was.
God, that was so fast. If he was what?
If Echo was fighting Alawi.
Oh, so like it was just a slow reaction? Because I thought you looked because like he had just died. No worries. Okay. It's good that you're looking though. That's solid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at that.
Good. Because right now, like, it's solid. You're doing more than most junglers look, even up in Diamond. Like, I've been watching a few other Diamond streams. I'm like, these guys don't even look at their lanes. How are they in Diamond?
Yeah.
I like that you're doing the scuttle. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, let's see if you get him. Oh, got his flash? Oh, you got scared. I think that was probably a good decision to back up there.
Yeah, I backed up because I knew Olaf was topside jungle. I just knew he was, so I just decided.
Yeah, and you literally had, you know, Scuttle and you had Ward too, right?
Yeah.
So you saw him coming. So that's good. You burned his flash though. Nice. What's one thing you should have done that you didn't do that I'm sad you didn't do?
I didn't stay in the lane to shove it.
Well, maybe, because like with Alawa, you kind of want him to push up and be a dumb, right?
Yeah.
But there's something you should have done that's just something like high-level players do that I want you to start doing because it'll help you find those opportunities.
I should have saved my Q for his flash.
Yes and no. You can do that. Like here, well, let's rewatch. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something after the fact. But here, let's rewatch just at normal speed. I agree you should have saved your Q, but that wasn't what I was going for.
Okay.
Also, like, if you're really good at Sejuani, what can you do after you Q if you need to reposition? You notice they're fighting. Good, good. You go up there. How does Alawai die here? Oh, she turned around to fight.
Yeah.
She could.
Saw me coming.
You could have killed him there, but I think Olaf would have killed you, so it's not worth because they get a kill and assist.
Yeah.
It's fine that you queued there because you know his E is on cooldown, and it'll force his flash, especially because you saw Olaf like coming up behind you. So I think that's fine there. And my other question was, what can you do mid-Q if you notice he flashes to dodge?
Mid-Q?
Mm-hmm.
You can flash onto him.
Yeah, you can still flash and reposition your Q. I actually have here, let me see if I can break our screen share real quick. Lol King usually makes the screen share break. But I have a pretty good video of showing like how you can do this up on my Lol King guide, which is linked down below. Oh, another one's ranked higher. That's sad. Womp womp. Oh, mine's stale. I might have to help. Might have to update this once.
Yeah.
But right now there's a bajillion videos loading. There's one I just want to show you real quick.
Okay.
And I'm scared to keep playing. Yeah, this one. Okay, so let's play this. Let's go here and let's delete Lol King. So this is like a while back, but this like there's a Trailblazer. That's weird, but this mechanic still works, right? So you Q and then mid Q you can flash to reposition. So check this out. Got him.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, so here's that link if you guys want to see. But what you do is you, on champions with dashes, is you queue to where they are probably going to be, where they can flash from. You wait for them to flash or use their dash, their gap close, or whatever it is, and you queue towards that spot, and then you flash to follow them. Okay. So, like, that's something you could have done. So if he flashed, like, mid-Q to dodge your Q, you could have always just flashed with him. You got to have fast fingers, but like it's not bad that you queued first, and that's why. Make sense?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So right here, nothing's happening, right?
Yeah.
This is a missed opportunity, and it's for something little and stupid. It's just like a bookkeeping thing. Well, what should you have done?
Should I have stayed top?
Nope. Bookkeeping thing. Like literally, you should have typed something in chat. Two somethings.
Oh, Echo no F and Olaf top.
Olaf top, yeah. But how did Echo get back to top so quickly?
Oh, he teleported.
Echo no sums would work, or yeah. Echo flash, Echo TP. Why do you do that?
So it relieves some pressure off of Alawi, and so my bot lane knows that Echo can't teleport bottom.
Yeah, for sure. Why specifically do you type it in chat?
Oh, because it'll be timed with my time chat.
You have timestamps on your chat, right?
Yeah, I put it up there so when I do type it, or when someone else types it, I know when it's up.
So what's the cooldown on Flash?
5 minutes, unless they're running that. And
unless they have goofy shit or they have the cooldown reduction boots, for sure. But 5 minutes figure. So if you type that in chat right now, you'd be like Echo F. It's like 4:30. When is his flash going to be back up, approximately?
Around 9:30.
Yeah, around 9:30, 9:20, somewhere in there, right? So that tells Alawai that she has 5 minutes to bully him a little bit more, because he only has, like 5 escapes instead of 6.
Yeah, right.
I still would not spend any time top, just because it's a waste of time. It's going to be so hard to kill him. But it's also helpful if you have that teleport in there, because what's the cooldown on teleport now?
Isn't it 5 minutes too?
Teleport. Lol. Wiki. What I recommend if you don't know, I've said this to all my students, get a sticky note. They're cheap. They're great. Write down all the cooldowns. You can go do what I'm doing now, League of Legends Wiki. Just type the thing. You can look. The cooldown is indeed 5 minutes because they just nerfed teleport a little. So what you do is you put all the ones that have like the same cooldown because they are kind of clumped together, like flash and teleport, 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then you just write them on the sticky note. And then you don't have to remember. And then when Riot changes stuff every patch, whatever, you just get a new sticky note.
Okay.
And then by the time you have it memorized, whatever, you take that off and maybe you put cooldowns of the champion you're facing on the sticky note just so you don't have to worry about it or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's like a good little trick. Like I have one right now on my monitor just because I don't like remembering things, especially in a game where it changes every 2 weeks. So if you're not sure, just do that. But generally, Flash has been 5 minutes for like forever now. So that's pretty safe. But right here, you're not doing anything. You're like pathing towards Krugs. That's a perfect time to hit enter and type Echo F, Echo TP. Okay. And if your team's good, they'll use that information. If they're bad, whatever, they'll ignore it, but it doesn't hurt. Also, it tells them that you are a high-level player keeping track of the enemy team's summoners. Why is that important?
So that way they'll trust me to be a good shot caller.
Yeah, they're going to listen to your shot calling like a little bit more just because you're like doing all this extra shit that they don't see other idiot junglers do. Also, it just means, hey guys, I just blew Echo's flash. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It's more to get them to follow your calls so that they're not leaving you hanging at Dragon. Make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep watching. I'm going to turn it back to double speed. And I like that you've been looking around. So what do you notice about your bot lane?
Kind of even now, but now they're kind of shoving onto them.
Are you worried about them?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
Because, well, they died by themselves down there.
They did die by themselves in a 2v2 situation where they probably shouldn't have died. So yeah, worried. But right now, with the information given on the map, are you worried about them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're not in a good position to be right now.
I would actually say no. So what information am I looking at to say no? Now maybe in 5 seconds that changes based on their position because it looks like Tarek's about to run in there. But what am I looking at that says they're probably A-okay? And again, this is because you wanted to work on map awareness and awareness in general and look for opportunities.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a different question. Are they fighting? And how do you know?
I think they're about to fight.
But are they fighting right now? Have they been fighting over the past 10 seconds?
No.
No, how do you know?
Because Tarek's...
I 100% know right now that they haven't been doing shit for the past 10, 15 seconds.
Oh.
How do I know? And if you don't know, that's fine. I'm just, again, trying to get you to get it. It's just my method. I'm asking the questions because it's like working out, right? I don't want to, like, pull the bar off your chest when you're trying to get that extra rep in. I want you to struggle with it so you get it.
Right.
There is something on the screen right now that is telling me they have not fought, even though it looks like Tarek is right on top of your AD carry.
Oh, their health bars.
Their health bar. What else? Which is very near to their health bar.
They're summoners?
Not their summoners. But so HP, they haven't taken any damage, so they're not getting hit.
And they haven't used any mana. So
they haven't used any mana. So even if Tarek jumps on him right now, okay, cool. Lux hasn't used her shield, she hasn't used her snare, she hasn't used her E, Ashe hasn't used her W. I mean, like, nothing's happening. They haven't done anything, and they haven't been hit by anything, so right now I think they might be having a dance-off or something. I don't even know. Now, having said that, it looks like Tarek's about to, like, jump in on him, so maybe that's about to change, but looking at it, you want to look at their positioning for one thing, because you did mention, wow, their positioning looks kind of shitty, especially since they just died solo under tower, or I guess duo under tower. But because they haven't burned any HP, and they haven't really burned any mana, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're probably okay. Now, if that changes in the next 5 seconds, because you're pathing towards that side of the map, I want you to be looking at this, okay? Like, when I watch other people play, like, I'm looking at videos like this to see where they're looking on the map. When I play, I actually don't look, like, with my F keys, which you can do to jump to your allies' point of views or by clicking the map like you've been doing. I don't do that very much unless I'm looking for a very specific thing, because I've played so long that I can look at the mini-map, see the health and mana, see how their little portraits are moving, and just kind of know what's happening from that. But I'm not going to tell you to do that, because I can only do that because I've been playing this game for way too long.
Right.
But there is a lot of information here. Like right now I know they haven't fought yet.
Your screen broke.
Okay, let me reshare. I'm not like doing anything amazing right now. I'm just talking and pointing at it. But here, is it back?
Yeah.
It's because I loaded that logging site and there's like 40 nested YouTube videos in that guide, so it was. I think my internet just choked.
Okay.
But yeah, Klepto and Twitch chat, you're right. The HP and also the mana, right? Because sure, HP's full, but maybe they're spamming all their spells, to keep them at arm's length, and that's why their HP's full. Well, in this case, Ashe hasn't used anything. So I think she's just going into last hit right now. Now let's see if Tarek jumps on her. So right now we're at double speed still, so I might want to slow it down. I'm glad that you looked. Look at this. Now, do you think they're fine?
No, probably not. I mean, they survived. They dodged Tarek's stun and all, so.
This is a wand trade. They should be fine. I think they are very fine. One of the reasons they're fine, we can talk about this too. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to take a screen cap, we're going to throw it into paint. I'm going to do something weird that I normally don't do on stream. Excuse me. Usually screen cap my mastery only. We're going to open this guy up. Okay, cool. See this right here? This is the screen we just looked at. So what do you notice about your AD carry and your support that's really, really good?
They have full health.
They have full health. They just use their spells and stuff. They've stunned Tarek. He's in there. What's really good about their positioning specifically?
If anything sour could happen, they could retreat.
I'm not even worried about that. At this point, I would not retreat. Why would I not retreat?
Because Tarek's health is so low.
Tarek's health is so low. Why is Tarek's health so low? There's something else. There's a reason his health is so low.
Oh, minion aggro.
Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions hitting the enemy team right now. 4 of them definitely hitting Tarek. I think these 2 are aggroing on Ezreal, so let me get rid of that. And let me make it so this is a color that actually, looks like something. What else is really good about your team? Specifically, what can Lux and Ashe do that Ezreal can't do right now?
They can hit Tarek.
Yeah, they can both hit Tarek, because if you... Holy shit, this does not change colors. Why does it not change colors?
It's because it's color 2.
Oh, it's color 2. Ah, thank you. See, this is my first time doing this. Alright, so there's Tarek, right?
Yeah.
Lux is within auto attack range. Ashe is within auto attack range. Lux auto attack range is important because she just landed an ability. That means her next auto attack will eat that like sunlight or whatever the hell it's called debuff. I have level 5 mastery on Lux and I don't know her ability names. I'm horrible. That's because I watch Korean streams. But when she lands an ability, they get all shiny until she auto attacks them. That burns some extra damage, right? So right now Tarek's getting hit by a lot of stuff because they have really good spacing between the 2 of them. Do you see that? Like, usually AD carry and support, if they're good, they want to be kind of in a line like this. So if one is attacking, the other one can follow up. There are some exceptions, like if you're Soraka, you're just playing back here, because you're Soraka and that's how you play that champion usually. But for the most part, unless you're like Hanjaro, who plays Soraka like up here while his AD carry's back here. But whatever, I digress. But generally here, if one like lands a stun or Ashe lands a W, the other one can follow up, right? They're both in that same plane, this yellow line, so they can both attack the same target. So that's really, really good because Tarek is just getting bodied here. Now, look at them. So Tarek is way up here. Where's Ezreal?
Way back there.
What is his auto attack range approximately? Like something like that?
About where Tarek is, yeah.
Yeah, and his Q, maybe it goes a little bit farther. So about like that, right? Can he even auto attack any of your teammates right now? Can he damage them at all?
No, he can't really even help them. Can't help them.
Now, if he has to help Tarek, what is the one thing he can do? I guess there's 2 things technically he can do to like get in the fight right now. What are they?
You can E in.
He could E in. Would his E hit any of the enemy champions?
No, it just hit a minion.
It would hit a minion. Okay, what else can he do? It'd be dumb, but he could do it.
He could flash in, I guess.
He could flash in, sure. I mean, he could heal to run a little bit faster too, but he could E or he could flash. Or he could back off and let Tarek die because he's being a dumb shit.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
Yeah, also, if he tries to Q right now, what's going to happen? Can he hit Ashe?
It's going to hit a minion.
It's going to hit a minion. Can he even reach Lux right now?
No.
Maybe. I mean, she's walking this way, so maybe if he throws a Q, it hits her. Because I think right around this range is where Q will end up. Maybe a little bit longer. I haven't played Ezreal in a while.
Yeah.
But looking at their spacing is shit. Your team's spacing is good. And also, the enemy team is fighting within 6 minions, which early game, like level 3, level 4, is like having an extra spell or two on your in your team fight. So Tarek's about to die. Or he's about to flash and Ezreal's about to burn heal.
Okay.
Let's keep watching and see what happens. But do you see why this is amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, your team is playing amazing and their team is playing super dumb. Like, Tarek is really, really ham. They got him a kill before, but now, like, they're fighting at a smarter time. There's a bunch of minions that are aggroing him. Lux has all of her spells unlocked. He's about to die. Or flash away with, like, 1 health. So if you're seeing stuff like this, where your team is actually positioning really smart and their team is positioning like this, and remember, I'm looking at this, like how they're spaced. What does that tell you as a jungler?
That they're positioning shit and that they probably don't have a lot of synergy.
They don't have a lot of synergy. Okay, so shitty positioning, bad synergy. What does that tell you as a jungler?
That they'll be easy ganks. You'll at least kill one person.
This is where you want to set up your tent. Here, like it even looks like a campfire, you know, right here, right? You can set it up here. Maybe you have some stakes. You know, maybe it's like a log cabin. I don't even know. You know, maybe we get some logs. I don't know. But this is where you're going to set up your tent because Tarek is going to be free. Now, if Tarek is going to keep overextending like this, you know, in the middle of your campsite, what are you going to keep doing to him?
Beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, you're going to shit on him. What's the enemy AD carry going to start doing after you've killed Tarek 3 times?
Raging at Tarek.
Uh-huh. So that's another reason you want to do this. Because right now, I guarantee Ezreal is spam pinging him back and being like, what are you doing? Let me farm! I have my tear! And now I have more tears, real tears that are streaming down my face that look like pee, but because I have yellow mark. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, and it's good that you're looking and seeing this, that is what I'm noticing, and that's telling me that right now I'm entering my blue jungle, but I want to be working my way down here. Because these guys are just really, really, really dumb, and they're going to be free kills. And we saw that already. Remember you glanced down there, then you went to the red jungle instead of, like, finishing your blue jungle and going bot?
Yeah.
This is about to happen again. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a kill on Tarek here, but I don't know. I don't know what summoners they have because your team didn't type it in chat. And hey, what's up, Make America Great Again? Alright, make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're looking for, bot lane. That positioning. Also, oh look, the enemy support is fighting in the middle of 6 minions when his AD carry can't follow up from the bad positioning. So this is just a giant flag saying, please gank. Oh, and you looked away. Oh, and yeah, that's what you were talking about, right? Like you were busy looking bot and you weren't like farming the camp?
Yeah.
So definitely make sure you're farming the camp while you do that. You can also attack click if you're worried about that too. Because while you're looking, you can always hit like W and the next auto attack will just do it. Do you know how to attack click?
Yeah, I just push the A button.
Yeah, A and then click. I mean, it's that easy. Some people bind it to their right click. I prefer not to. But okay, good. And I like that you're looking down there a bunch. So what's your plan right now? What do you think you're thinking? Do you have attack speed, Quince?
No.
Your auto attack's really fast. Do you have attack speed marks?
No. My Sejuani page, I have a lot of armor seals. I have a lot of armor.
Can I look at it real quick?
Yeah.
Which one is it? The one that says Sejuani somewhere?
Yes.
Magic pen. Oh, okay, that's weird. It looks faster to me than usual. I don't know why.
Is that a good page or?
Here. Let me see. It's not bad. Magic pen is what you want. You have a whole bunch of armor, so you shouldn't get beat up as much. The magic resist is fine. Usually what I do... cooldown reduction is the most important stat on it, right?
Alright.
So what I do, I have a couple pages. Let me show you what I run, just because you're asking. I have a whole bunch. This is probably my best page. It's literally 30% scaling CDR. I just need to get one cooldown reduction item or blue, and then I'm at 40%.
Okay.
Now, early game, like when I'm at level 9, this will be at like 15% CDR, right? But with blue buff, add another 10%, and with one item like a Kindle Gem, which costs 800 gold, I'm at like 35%. And the reason for that is, okay, by the time these scale up, now my ult is up every minute instead of every minute and change instead of every 2 minutes, instead of every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that means I can be more aggressive. There's other stuff I do, like, hey, I want some more stats. I have a page for more stats. It's only 20% CDR, but now I have some armor so I don't get destroyed by my jungle. So, like, I take this page if I have a really good leash early. I'll take, like, this page if I don't, and it's just a good mix of stuff. But I always have Magic Pen. I always have some kind of cooldown reduction. What I've been running on my Smurf, just because I don't have a lot of money for runes, where is it? It's this one. No CDR, but it's just, like, MR, some extra ability power to make ganks a little stronger. And then what you have, the armor and scaling magic resist. So this is fine. Like, I have an undefeated Smurf in Plat 5 right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, and that's just running this page every game. So it's fine, but again, like we said, you do your damage with your abilities, so the more cooldown reduction you can get, the better.
Okay.
And that's my 2 cents, but I don't know. Do what works for you. All right, ready? Oh, yeah, Make America Great Again. Someone is talking. Can you guys not hear him? Am I just, like, talking to myself? Okay, time out. Because that's going to be really weird. You should be able to hear him, because in all the videos, I have the exact same setup, and you can definitely hear him. So that's weird if you can't Make America Great Again. All right, let's watch. Let's watch what you do. Sorry, I'm just paranoid that the video I'm going to throw up afterwards isn't going to show. All right, I'm going to nitpick your build. Why'd you get Chilling Smite?
I just like Chilling Smite.
Why? Mindset thing. You should always buy items to do a specific thing. I mean, if you like an item, cool. It's not going to help you win games, though.
Okay.
Like, I really like Blade of the Ruined King, but I'm not building on Sejuani because I like winning, you know?
Right, yeah.
So why are you buying Chilling Smite?
I was just, I don't know. I guess it's just usually usually on my first back on all my junglers, I get the upgraded Smite,
So another nitpicky thing. I would not recommend upgrading your Smite at all until you have to. Do you know why?
Because it doesn't give you, it's too much gold for what it's worth.
Yeah, remember how we talked about this with a Mumu a while back?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. Like, I would build her the same way I recommended I build your Mumu. 2 Doran's rings and start building a damage item.
Okay.
The Chilling Smite, do you have slows already in your kit?
Yeah.
It's overkill. Like, yeah, you can use them and kind of chain them together, so right when your E wears off, you can Chilling Smite, and sure, they're perma-slowed. But, I mean, realistically, like, another Doran's ring would have made it so they just die. And it's the same amount of gold, pretty much, because it's another 350 for the other half of the jungle item, and then what's the upgrade? Like, another 300 gold on top of that?
Yeah.
Here, actually, let me see so I tell you the right thing. And I just wanted to put this in perspective. I'm not trying to be mean. So it's Stalker's Blade, right?
Yeah.
So it's 1,000 gold. You already bought this bad boy. So 1,000 minus 350 is 650, right?
Yeah.
So what can you buy with 650 gold?
You buy Amplifying Tome, Ruby Crystal, Boots, Cloth Armor,
Yeah.
Doran's Ring.
I would buy another Doran's Ring, and I would upgrade your potion, which you already did, which means you would have had gold left over. I love that you bought a pink ward, so awesome there. You can also buy boots.
Yeah.
Remember, Echo, really, really slippery. Ezreal, really, really slippery. Olaf, he's going to be slowing you. You want to be going faster in the jungle, too, because the entire map is your lane, essentially. But Chilling Smite is going to do literally nothing for you. If anything, it'll make you like sustain better in the jungle, but that's what the Hunter's Potion is for. Also, in your runes, you have like a shit ton of armor. We know because we just looked, right? Like, this is all extra armor. So that's kind of... It's overkill is what I'm saying. You don't need to survive the jungle at this point because you have runes that help, you have a Hunter's Potion that helps, and you have your jungle item that helps. Like, you only need one of those, not all three.
Okay.
So build her like you build a Moo. Then this is what I do in my ranked games. I go double Dorans into Leandries, and I keep the half of the jungle item, just because you get the full experience out of the jungle just by keeping one of the little ones.
Okay.
And then I build it as I need, space, because I only have 6 slots, right?
Right.
Oh, okay, so everybody's saying... Klepto is saying, no troll, I can hear him fine. Make America Great Again, needs to turn up his volume a little. Yeah, he's a little bit softer, for sure, but if you guys can hear him, that's A-okay for me. But yeah, try it with headphones, Make America Great, and I'll tell Lance here to yell louder just for you, okay? They're saying you're a little soft on the old streamerino.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Don't apologize, man. You got that deep radio voice, so it's fine. But
thanks.
But nitpicking your build, because I think the extra slowing smite and the extra 100 damage isn't going to, get you anything. Actually, nice moves there from the Talon to escape that. He also could have just backed away because you saw him, but...
Yeah, I saw... That's my brother, too. So I saw him, I pinged it, then I told him, hey, Olaf's in that bush.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're boosting your brother.
Yeah, basically. My friend Kevin's playing a Alawi top, too, so...
Oh, boosted animals. Okay, that's fine. You just saw Olaf run through your top jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's something you could have done?
Pinged my top laner and warn him that Olaf's top.
Or talk, because, you know he's top. You know he's not in your chickens, because that's gone. He might be setting up red, putting wards there. He might be doing your Krugs and then ganking top. I wouldn't be surprised if Alawi dies in a second because she's out of mana. I know that because I'm looking right here.
Yeah.
Another thing he could do, maybe he tower dives Talon just because Talon's about to die and he's staying for some reason. Right?
Yeah.
So there you go. And Make America Great Again can hear you, so keep doing your thing now.
Okay.
But seeing that, you need to ping that he's up there. Why else do you want to ping that Olaf is top?
So then it'll leave some pressure off my bot lane.
Yeah, it means bot lane can go a little more ham. Like if Tarek is dancing around with 10 health or something, it means... Because it looks like Lux has been fighting.
Yeah.
How do I know Lux has been fighting?
Because of her health bar.
Her health bar is low. What else do I notice?
Her mana's low.
Her mana's low, exactly. So I'm guessing that Tarek did some dumb shit again, and that he's probably low if we look down there. Now, another reason I'm saying, why do we want to look down there? Why do we want to let bot lane know that Olaf is top? If Olaf is in your top jungle, where is he not right now?
He is not in the bot lane jungle.
He's not in the bot lane jungle, so it's cool that you're going to your blue. Is there something better you could do besides wolves right now?
I could be heading bottom.
Yeah, I would be doing his chickens right now.
Yeah.
If I had that extra Doran's ring, I might be doing dragon right now. Because I actually have the damage to do it between my Hunter's Potion to keep me alive and the double Doran's to just murder the dragon. It'll be close, I'll have 100, 200 health left, but actually you have extra armor too. So you might survive a little bit longer. But you could be doing that Infernal Dragon, because he's top, he's not bot. You could also be in his jungle just taking all of his shit. What's about to spawn bot lane in his jungle?
His red buff.
I mean, why are you doing wolves? Rhetorical questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else did we notice about bot lane earlier? Because we've been looking bot.
That the Ezreal and Tarek aren't the best of laners.
They are not the best in laners despite their early 2 kills. They're pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Tarek specifically, what is he doing that's bad?
He's just always putting himself out of position.
He's putting himself out of position. He's picking really bad times to fight, like when an entire wave of minions, literally an entire wave of minions, is aggroed on him. What do they probably not have because he's been doing that?
They probably don't have spells.
Yeah, they probably don't have summoners, is what I would say. And if your bot lane was good, they'd be telling you by typing in the chat, but they're not, so that's sad. You can always ask. Usually I would ask it when Ashe is in base buying and walking back or something like that, so they're not like, oh, no flash, and then Tarek flash stuns her, and then she's dead and then mad at you. But what's another reason I'm looking bot and asking about bot, that pertains to you and your champion?
They have a lot of damage and CC.
They have a lot of damage in CC, but Sejuani specifically. Well, what's about to happen on you?
Me?
Yep, on you.
Oh, I'm about to hit level 6.
So if you went to his bot jungle right now, and you did chickens, his red would be up by the time you're done chickens. Are you 6?
Yes.
Do you have red buff?
Yes.
Is bot lane going to be dumb and pushed up because they're bad, because we've been watching them be bad the entire game?
Yeah.
Did you kind of see how this opportunity is just aligning because Olaf made a tactical mistake, and after he ganked mid and didn't get Talon because he was bad mannering and like just waiting too long and flashing away, like Olaf literally, where is he? Where's the J? He's in here because he was invading your blue. He ran like this to get the Talon. Victor blew a bunch of stuff. Talon just jumped away, and then he ran like this, right?
Your stream broke again.
Oh, the screen share? Yeah, let me fix that. All right, I'm going to redo everything I just did, okay?
Okay.
So we just saw Olaf do this. He literally went through mid to kill your brother, the Talon, right? Talon escaped. And then where did Olaf run?
Up.
Up, here. Him running up here was a mistake. And you were... where's your J? You were in here. Good, you're already in here. That's good. But you were running here, and then you turned around and went this way. Why'd you turn around and go that way?
I don't know.
Well, here, do you want to fight the Olaf?
No.
No, probably not, because I think he can beat you 1v1 from a damage perspective. Because you're Sejuani and you have a jungle item instead of an extra Doran's ring.
Yeah.
What else is going to happen? Like, your brother, was he at full health?
No, he was pretty low.
It's pretty low, so if Victor comes and invades to, like, support... where is it? Riftkit, I'm sorry. To support Olaf when you're fighting, you're probably going to die, right? So it's pretty smart to go back here. Also, since he's up here, again, we talked about where is he not?
He's not in his bot side jungle.
Not in his bot side jungle. So this is just saying, okay, I'm going to skip the wolves. I'm going to come down here. Chickens, red, because it's about to be up. Krugs. If he's over here, he's probably doing your Krugs. He's literally about as far away from his red as he's ever going to be.
Yeah.
And if he ganks top, because that Allowi was low and he was walking that way, like he literally walked through here, you know, he's going to be even farther away from his red. Make sense? So that to me, just seeing that is screaming at me, you know, go and take his red jungle, and then because bot lane are a bunch of doofuses, you know, go bot and kill them with your ult and your red buff that you just got.
Okay.
What does that also set up if you kill bot lane? Dragon. Why? What did Victor just blow mid?
He blew his flash.
He blew his flash. He just used his ult.
Yeah.
You know, he's essentially on cooldown. If we look at him, he's probably like out of mana too. I don't know. I don't remember if he was or not, but he's at least half, right? And he's going to be using the rest to shove the wave up into Talon. So let's see what you do. You do blue. Oh, look. Did you see Olaf top up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just glanced top and showed himself. I don't know why. He's literally just screaming for you to steal his red jungle and make a play bot. And yeah, your bot lane is backing, but I think they're backing because you're doing blue instead of like setting up kills for them.
Okay.
But do you see the play? Like, oh look, Olaf's top now. Where is he not?
He's not bot side.
It's not bot side. Oh, and now you're bot side. Now you're engaging on a Taric. Where's the enemy team probably if they're not bad? And they're bad. But Victor could have like engaged on you there. Ezreal could have followed Taric and engaged on you there, and you would have died, and then they would have gotten Dragon for free, even though Olaf's top.
Yeah.
But they didn't because they're bad, so you were lucky. But so instead, like Olaf went top. He didn't get anything. I just walked away, which is great. This gank might still be going on too. You haven't looked. But what you could have done, you had a window to go in and take his red jungle, because by the time Taric goes up there to ward Dragon, and he's warding Dragon because Olaf just showed top, you could have taken chickens, taken red, killed them bot, because if you're pinging that you're going to make a play bot, I guarantee your bot lane wouldn't have backed. And then it's just free. Like are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
So what was the tell, like if we're talking in poker terms, that said that you could do that?
Olaf running top when he ganked mid.
Olaf literally running through mid in full vision into your top jungle. Right before you hit your big AoE ult power spike. Make sense? Okay, so doing wolves here is a mistake. It's not bad, but it's bad. It's not the worst, but it's bad. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Because you could have taken his stuff. Why is it good to counter jungle versus take your own jungle? Did we talk about this in a past lesson?
It's denying him experience.
Denying him experience, and what else?
Since he doesn't have any camps, he's forced to go into your jungle.
He's either forced to do something stupid like invade you, or he's forced to just do a bad gank, or he's forced to just sit there twiddling his thumbs doing nothing. Because you're taking his experience, you're taking his gold. So if you take his chickens, you get that gold. Figure it's like about 100 gold. You get that experience. He gets not 100 gold. So you've taken 100 gold from him. You've gained 100 gold. Think of it as a swing of plus 200 gold for your team. It's plus 100 for you, minus 100 for him. You do that on red, that's another plus 100, minus 100. So you're up to plus 400 net.
Yeah.
And again, it's just math. It's just numbers. It's just a way to think about it. But it's much better. Now, let's say you take wolves. So you get plus 100. What's he going to do?
He's
gonna eventually farm his jungle, right?
Yeah.
So you get plus 100. He gets plus 100. Net, what is that?
We're equal. Basically.
Equal. That's 0. You've done nothing. You've made no impact.
Yeah.
So anytime the enemy jungler shows, look, and you're on the other side of the map, you should be thinking, what can I take? What is the biggest, juiciest thing I can take?
Okay.
Because wolves was not the correct answer. That's what you took.
Yeah.
Now, this was a weird situation because you were level, like, 5.5. So, in that situation, like, bot lane, sure, maybe they were gankable level 5, and you could have just run straight down there. But I think, like, taking his jungle, taking his red, which would have put you back up to full health, too, if you smited it, would have given you some extra damage along with that ult from the red burn, the true damage there, and also the extra slow on top of your other slows. So I think in that situation, it's better to do chickens than red, just so you can like unlock your ult and have red buff, and then you gank bot. And then because no towers are down, the first tower is worth more than dragon, so you take that bot tower.
Okay.
For that extra 400 gold on top of the 750 gold. That was the play, and right here you missed it. And that's really bad that you're missing stuff like that.
Okay.
Do you see it though?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm saying this and I'm like trying to drill it in here because it is like the most obvious thing in the universe to me, but you need to see it so you can take advantage of this shit so you can like climb a little bit faster, okay?
Okay.
Alright, let's watch and see what happens.
Your screen share broke to me.
Ah, fantastical. I'm gonna share back with you. Alright, can you see? Nothing happened, you just went to your red jungle now. Which is probably warded because Olaf ran through there.
Okay.
Another thing you could have done, if you see, what did you buy, like, when you backed? You got a Doran's Blade, you got a Chilling Smite, what else did you buy?
A Vision Ward.
So if he bought a Vision Ward, how could you see if he bought one or not?
Tab.
Yeah, you hit tab, right? So if he is, like, ever showing in the map, tab and look for things like Pink Wards. Look for things like Banshee's Veils. Look for things like Medjai's. Maybe he's just a cocky asshole who's trying to get some stacks. You know, that means you need to target him and kill him to get those stacks, too. Or maybe he has Zonias and he can block your ult that way. Now, I'm not saying Olaf will build Zonias, but maybe Victor will. You know, something like that. But if he had a Pink Ward in his inventory, he went into your jungle, and then he showed top to gank, and you hit tab again, and he didn't have a Pink Ward, what does that tell you?
That there's a pink somewhere in my jungle.
Yeah, now you didn't hit tab at all when he showed, at least what I was noticing. So I have no idea if there's a pink in here. But we talked about the good warding spots last time in one of our lessons, right? So where did he probably pink?
Probably in the brush.
Probably like right here, right?
Yeah, right there.
Or maybe he put a green ward here.
Yeah.
Or he didn't take your chicken, so it'd be kind of dumb to put one there because you have oracles. But I'm saying, like, this might be warded. Be tabbing every time he shows, too, just looking for those wards, okay? Same thing with the supports. Anytime you see people roaming into your jungle or something, looking for one of those prime spots, hit tab and see, because what'll happen is they'll show up with the pink ward, and then they'll come back out and go back to lane or try to gank, and then they won't have it, and you're like, okay, where did they go in between? You know, you lost him in the fog of war here, and then he showed up here. His route was probably boop, 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 did Krugs, la, la, la. Then he came over here, right? Where's the pink ward? Where could it possibly be?
In, just, those 3 bushes that he walked through.
Yeah, or it could be here. Technically 5, but
yeah.
But this is it. So cool, go kill that as soon as possible, just because you know he put it there because you tabbed and saw it, okay? Makes sense? But you didn't tab, so that's another missed opportunity that I'm nitpicking.
Okay.
So right now, because this could be warded, what should you be watching on the map?
The enemy laners.
Yeah, which ones in particular? Do you care about bot lane right now? They're missing. Should you be worried?
A little, but I don't think they'd come and stop me. I should be worried more about the mid laner and top laner.
Yeah, see how Victor's kind of positioning here?
Yeah.
he's up on the top side of the map. Like, if your map is so tiny because you didn't follow my advice and blow it up, and I'm going to nitpick on that too, because that's your first homework. Make your mini-map bigger so you can look at it easier, because you're working on map awareness.
Okay.
But if he's playing up towards this side of the map, why is he probably doing that?
To take advantage of, to obviously come and do something about me doing my red buff.
It could be that. Now, he's up against a Talon, right?
Yeah, it's to assist the Olaf that's probably going to come.
I'm assuming Olaf is in here somewhere. Or maybe he's over here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he's coming up here to do something. The reason being, if this is warded like we think it is, why the hell would he play up towards this side of the map? There's no reason, right? He's up against Talon with Ignite.
Yeah.
And if he knows you're here, because like you're literally on your red right now, and I'm doing this for the video, and I'm looking at the map, he's playing towards this side of the map. Echo's just doing his own thing top, whatever. But Victor's playing up towards here. Olaf had just run through that part of the jungle. Why do you think he's playing towards there?
Because Olaf's nearby.
Olaf's nearby, exactly. So what happens if Talon jumps on him? Where is he going to run?
He's going to run top side.
Towards Olaf, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why he's playing there. Players will do that subconsciously a lot. You can look at the map and get tells on where the jungler is, especially if you know he has vision up here. Because if he just ran through here to put wards because he saw that your red buff is spawning soon, what do you think he's probably going to use those wards for?
To steal my red buff.
Yeah, and probably kill you, something like that, right? So Victor's playing this way when it doesn't make sense for him to. Why would it make sense for him to? What's the? Because he's there.
Yeah.
So if he's there, what do you need to be doing?
Need to be backing off.
I would kite it. Here, can you see my mouse cursor?
Yeah.
I would kite it kind of this way. Or I would use my pink ward or 2 yellow trinkets to ward this, something, just so I can see it coming.
Okay.
Now, at the same time, who's missing on the map? Olaf's is missing, right?
Yeah.
And bot lane is missing. What is by bot lane that Olaf might be interested in, especially if he knows you're top?
Dragon.
Mm-hmm. So we mentioned earlier, we're not worried about bot lane coming into your jungle to kill you, but what are we worried about them doing?
The dragon.
Yeah, for sure. So, just because they're missing, I might abandon this and just walk towards bot, or make a play mid and then roam there of Talon. I'm not sure. But those are the two things I'm thinking about. Victor's playing this way, so my money's on Olaf being on this side, and he's going to try to steal your red, make the LCS big play there. But he could also be bot lane on Dragon, just because, Azrael and Tarek are missing.
Okay.
But I'm getting all this just by looking at the minimap, right?
Right.
Kind of makes sense? All right, this is what you got to be looking at. Okay, so let's see what happens. I don't even know. Maybe he's not there. Like, look, Victor went back, so maybe he just moved that way to dodge a skill shot. Oh, now he's missing. Oh, there he is. He went for the kill. What the? Just throw your ult, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw.
Yeah.
You had Chilling Smite, too, and you didn't use it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, did you want to watch that again and cringe a little? Because, 12, 13 people just watched?
Yeah, let's watch that and cringe a
All right,
little bit.
I'm gonna put this in slow motion. All right. Actually, we'll watch it single speed until we get to it.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of my problems too with Sejuani. I like to hold on to my ultimate.
Well, you hold on to the ultimate. You hold on to the CC until what?
Surefire kills.
Surefire kill. Okay. So right here, you're waiting for the flash, so that's good. Right. Any time now, you could have smited him. Remember, we were making fun of you for buying Chilling Smite earlier?
Yes.
This is the one time it's useful. Nice hat. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Got some compliments from Twitch stream. But anyway, Chilling Smite here, right? That'll let you gap close with a W, and then he's just dead, because you have red buff too, right?
Right.
Maybe he flashes after you Chilling Smite, like he does right here, right? As soon as he flashes, what do?
Q over the wall.
You could Q, because maybe he flashed this way like a god, and he's going to dodge your ult. Other thing you could do is you could just ult probably where he flashed, because he's probably going to flash in a straight line because it's silver. And and then you Q over the wall, and then you hit E, and then you kill him just because he has no escape. I mean, those are the options the way I see it. But again, watch how ugly this is. So you Q. All right, you see him. He's in a straight line. There's a wall there. He's out of mana.
Just
throw it. Throw it. Throw it. I love the ward, but throw it. Throw it. Just kill him. Like, sure, maybe you're trying to give Talon the kill, but I don't even think you get an assist here. Yeah, because you. So another thing we were talking about, wasting time, right?
Yep.
You just chased that guy for like 30 seconds. Like, if you had just chilling smited, you would have gotten an assist. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
But still, like you had multiple opportunities to kill him. You also could have queued and flashed to just secure that as well. There were a bunch of things to do. Now, if you're trying to save your ult for something, okay, I can see it, whatever, but whatever. Kind of makes sense?
Yeah, that was just a really bad play by me, obviously.
Well, it wasn't a bad play. You didn't even do anything.
Yeah, it was just really bad by me.
Yeah, it was just bad. Not gonna like dress it up and call it something it wasn't. Like you should have used an ability.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah, live and learn.
Now, cool, your ult's up. Just like alt flash, Q flash, like he was dead. He didn't have his alt because there wasn't a ghost chasing him, right?
Yeah.
So right now I'm just seeing all these missed opportunities. Why are you being so timid?
I don't know.
Me neither.
As Sejuani,
Yeah.
I really like to hold on to my ultimate until I see like a really big play, I guess, with just more people.
So if you had killed Victor with your ult, first of all, it makes the cooldown for your ult start counting down sooner to the next big play. Also, what does it free up?
Mid lane?
Yeah, mid lane. Victor's dead. So that means Talon can now roam and use his ult or whatever to go bot, because his ult has like a 40-second cooldown.
Okay.
And he's probably building some cooldown reduction items.
Yeah.
So even though your ult's down, whatever, you and your friend Talon, who you are on like Discord or Skype with, can definitely go bot and make another big play, even without your ult, just because you used it to kill the person that now frees up mid lane to roam with you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing top. If you killed Echo there, now Allow I's free to teleport behind people and murder them. You know, there's a bunch of stuff happening. So don't hold on to your ult. If you can get a kill and then take something, do it.
Okay.
And I think you could have there. Maybe it's not a tower, but with Victor dead, are they going to think twice about like face-checking Dragon? Especially if Talon's going to do what he's about to do here?
Yeah.
Like, I'm still not sure why he hasn't killed Tarek at this point. You get him, right? Oh.
Yeah.
And you see how you still have your ult? You could have killed Olaf. You could have killed Tarek. And if you killed him, you definitely get that Infernal Dragon. You definitely get at least a tower. One of the two, maybe both. But instead, you know, you're just letting them flash away from you. And now your Talon's going to chase kills, maybe die, I don't know. Don't hang on to your ult.
Okay.
Especially in this situation where you could have killed multiple people and then taken something like Dragon, taken something like towers.
Okay.
Like, even right there where Victor is killing your pink ward. I mean, like, you might have been able to 1v1 him there. Kind of makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what I'm seeing is just saddening to me. Like, you're not being ham enough playing a champion that literally rides ham.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, here, let's do this. Right now we're at 1250, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you unlock your ult? Right around... Right when blue was done, I think, right?
Yeah.
So let's call it 8.
Broke again.
Let me reshare with you, but right around 8:10 is when you got your ult.
Okay.
I haven't seen you use it yet. We were at what? 12:10?
Yeah, 12:10.
So right now it has been... Oh, this is 11:10. I'm sorry. Here, let's go back to 12 something. I'll do 12:30. Right now it is almost 4 minutes since you've gotten your power spike and you haven't used it. There's a Tarek without flash. You're probably sitting on a ward. No respect there. You could have used your alt flash. You could have used your Q flash and then alt. Do you see what I'm seeing?
Yes, I see what you're saying.
We're now at 4 minutes without you using your power spike. You're now at 4.5 minutes without you using your power spike.
Okay.
You are now going top to gank the one lane we said we probably didn't want to gank.
Yeah.
Hey, bot lane's winning. That's good. Oh, but mid lane died. We're now at... Oh, hey, you used it. 5 minutes after you unlock your ult, you use your ultimate.
Yeah.
All right. Second piece of homework, just because this is painful for me to watch. Go ham, okay?
Okay.
And you want to be doing it smart, but I mean, anything is smarter than just not using it for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because even if you ult and they flash out of it, you've still burned a 5-minute summoner. So that's fine. Don't be scared to throw an ult out. If you miss, whatever. You're just going to get better at hitting it every time you miss because it's going to train your brain to not do that again. But right now, this is just sad watching this because there were so many times. Like, you're watching this with me, right? You're seeing what I mean.
Yeah.
And not doing it to be mean again. Also, here, this is a mistake. Why is this a mistake?
Should I be shoving the tower with her?
Yeah, you should be taking the tower right now. Why should you be taking the tower right now?
Because she's losing to Echo Top.
Not because she's losing. How much gold is our tower's worth?
800.
800 gold for your team. Well, 750, but yeah, round up to 800, right?
Yeah.
You just killed the jungler a little bit before this, so if anything, he's running towards bot lane right now. Maybe he's like around the second tower, but he's not there yet, so if you stay at top and force something, it's not the end of the world. Ashe can also use her scouting thing to see exactly where he is, but she's not. But you want to take that tower because A, she's overextending without health or mana. She's making the decision to stay, and also you just want to take an objective because the whole point of the game is to take towers, right?
Yeah.
So why are you not taking a tower? You killed the enemy team. You remember from our past lessons, you kill the enemy team so you can take towers, so you can take the inhibitor, so you can take the Nexus tower, so you can take the Nexus.
Yeah.
So instead, you're just recalling at full health and mana. And you have 2,000 gold, sure. But you could have, you know, an extra 800 gold for your team if you took this tower first.
Okay.
And here, let me rewind a little. Look at the tower health. It's full health, but remember, allow AD. Look at how fast it's going down. She's chipping away at it pretty good. And she might be able to get it herself, but if you're there, you know, the enemy team will think twice about teleporting like that. Alright, and you bought Cinder Hulk first. Why am I sad?
Because of what we went over in our last lesson.
Yeah, like, Sejuani is a Moo, but harder to play.
Yeah.
Leandri's rush on her, okay?
Okay.
And just because it's solo queue, like if you're playing on ranked 5s with a bunch of challenger players, sure, you can build straight tank, but still, not Cinder Hulk first.
Alright.
One thing I've started doing is support is getting a little bit of health, blitz, and rushing ZZ Rot. I mean, yeah, that works too, because you get a lot of effective health from the health from your Sightstone probably, and then the ZZ Rot resistances, and then you have a lot of lane pressure, so it's not bad Make a Maker Great. Again, that's a really good item, just because players, especially on our continent, are really bad at rotations. Alright, going back to the lesson though, let's keep watching. Is this helpful, by the way, like nitpicking?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like the call to go bot. Looks like your team doesn't really need it, like you're there. Okay, so you're all the way bot. What are you going to do now? You just killed 2 people bot. Talon's down there. Lux is down there.
Should do dragon.
No, actually. You should do something else.
Take the tower.
Take the tower. Why do you want to take the tower? Why not dragon?
Because what you said before about getting towers, because they give you lots of gold and they open up more of the map and they let you win.
Yeah, towers are how you win the game. Towers lets you take inhibitors, which lets you take Nexus towers, which lets you take the Nexus. Sure, dragons help, but you get dragons so you can take towers. So you can take inhibitors, so you can take the Nexus towers, so you can take the Nexus. Just repeating it so it'll like stay home and land home. But right now, you just killed the people guarding the bot tower and then you walked away. And you didn't walk away to farm the enemy jungle, you walked away to farm what?
My jungle.
Your jungle. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So again, just missed opportunities. Oh, now your team's scared to like push up. And also you with your Cinder Hulk, and now you're just talking instead of doing that, which you said you wanted to work on, but if you're already aware of that problem, you know to work on it, right?
Yeah.
But look, they took a tower while you were taking your own jungle. You didn't take a tower. So, at best, what you should have done there is trade towers. And then rotate towards Dragon with your Fed Talon, and then Ashe is back, so they can probably do that. It's pinked right now. Your ult is up, so if they tried to, like, fight at Dragon, I think you just kill them. But instead, you just wouldn't farm blue. You like, literally did nothing to help your team win there.
Okay.
And not saying that to be mean again, just tough love.
I know.
Echo's taking top tower now. If you had stayed top, that tower would be gone too. So now your team is going to be down 2,000 gold because they got the first cement bonus. Hey, good engage. Your ult is still up. Oh, any second. Any second. And I know it's a 3v3 now, but because your ult is up, probably just murder them. Good ult, nice. Ezreal flashes, you get out scot-free. Nice. I like it. I like the call to rotate Dragon. That's fine. I like that you warded over. What should your team do just because they have people that can hit it from over the wall?
They should stay outside the pit so we can get a little more vision.
Yeah, pull this guy out here so you can see Olaf coming because he's going to probably run through over flashing over the wall. But also because, like, if Ezreal was standing out here, I know Victor's dead, but if Victor was alive, he could, like, throw his laser over, he can throw his ult over, Ezreal can, like, Q over, stuff like that. If you pull the Dragon out here, they can't reach with most of their skill shots to steal it. It's just a slightly higher probability. But I think you should get this free unless Ezreal steals Vault. Pretty good smite. Now notice, how many towers have you guys taken?
One.
Yeah, you got one top. I think you could have gotten the bottom one by now, too. And then after Dragon, you probably could have rotated mid. Oh, poor Alawai. Getting rocked by that Echo.
Yeah, for some reason we were lagging a bit this game, so...
Got it. Another thing, too. Why are you looking top right now? Just because she was fighting?
Yeah.
So is there anything you can take top, even if you kill Echo?
No.
I mean, Rift Herald, but did we say Rift Herald was important?
Yeah, it's not that important to us.
This game, no, because you guys are just trying to team fight. If you're trying to team fight, she's never going to be alone to get the damage reduction. Sure, the extra damage is nice, but it's probably not worth risking Rift Herald and feeding it to the enemy team if they have it warded. So, because this tower's gone, there's literally no reason to go top. Where should you be instead? And it's fine that you're farming your jungle, but probably what I would have done is backed, gone Krugs or Red Chickens, and worked my way towards something else. Bot.
Should be bottom.
Should be bot, should be mid. Why would bot be better than mid?
Because out there pushed under tower.
Because they're pushed under tower. Why else would bot be better than mid? There's like 4 reasons, so just list them out for me.
Talon's roaming down too, so we can guarantee some kills.
Yeah.
We still need to get the tower down there.
Still need to get the tower. What kind of champions are bot? Champions that are good at taking towers or bad at taking towers?
Champions that are good at taking towers.
Like the AD carry role literally exists in the meta to take towers fast. I mean,
yeah.
so you want to free up your AD carry by taking that tower so that you can rotate mid and get the last tower and catch up in gold. Also, Ashe will have ult. It'll make it really easy to kill someone. Probably the last reason is, what have we noticed about the enemy bot lane?
That they're bad.
They're bad and dumb and overextending and way too aggressive.
Yeah.
Which is why Talon is roaming down there, because he's a good player and he's noticed it too. So, for all those reasons, I would not be going top. And also, what about top? Like, we've said it before, is it going to be easy or hard to kill Echo?
Hard.
If you engage on Echo, is he going to walk into Alawai's hentai pit or tentacle pit?
No.
No, what's he going to do?
He's just gonna E away.
He's going to E over a wall, he's going to throw his Q when you try to chase, he's going to have his W, it's going to be a perfect stun, and the health is going to definitely, like, keep him alive, and then the last second he's going to ult, and then throw his Q, and then E over another wall, and he's going to waste 40 seconds of your time, and while that's going on, the enemy team is going to take 3 towers, probably.
Yeah.
So you're not going top at all. We already said probably not. Now, oh, look, Olaf showed top too. Now there's a 5th reason to go bot. Uh-oh, he's taking towers. So at this point, they have... Did they have bot tower? Nope, they have 2 towers. You guys have 1.
Did you start it up again? Or?
I did. It might be frozen. Here.
Yeah, it froze.
So I'm going to reshare. But they just took your top tower. And you're just holding top when Alawai probably has teleport and could come back. And I know everyone's saying, sorry, lagging bad, but I mean, it didn't look like you were. You probably could have gone bot.
Okay.
And you just queued into Echo, died, it looks like. Sad day. Used Chilling Smite, though. That was good. But are you seeing how, like, the decisions to, like, go top at all are kind of bad?
Yeah.
Because let's say you went bot. What would Olaf have to do?
Olaf would,
Can he stay top if you've literally just murdered their bot lane and are, like, working on their second tier tower?
No.
He'd have to respawn. So if he's bot and not top, it'll be a lot harder for Echo to take those towers for him to get those kills. I'm just saying, it'll pull pressure from top and bring it bot. And Alawai's already having some trouble against Echo this game. I don't know if it's the lag or what.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense?
Yeah.
I like that your team is grouping mid. You got to be in the front because you're the tank. I like that you're taking this. I like that you engage in the Taric there. You don't have ult. That's fine. Use your Chilling Smite. You bought it. You should use it.
Okay.
Still haven't used it. And even here, like, if you just throw an ult to, like, disengage, that might be good. Are you building Rylai's on her?
Yeah.
Okay, quick Sejuani lesson. What does Rylai's do?
It slows based on abilities.
It slows based on abilities. What do all of Sejuani's abilities do? Literally every single one of them.
Slow.
Yeah, except for her W, but her W sets up her E, right?
Yeah.
What is the cooldown on her E after you have 40% CDR?
Isn't it like 3 to 4 seconds? Or
It's like 3.5 seconds. Is Rylai's a good item to buy or a bad item to buy?
bad item to buy.
She likes the health, she likes the AP, but a lot of that gold is spent on that passive that is completely wasted on Sejuani.
Right.
What's a better item to buy that's not Rylai's? Yeah, Leandri's. Why Leandri's?
So I can deal more damage because of the slow.
She likes the health, she likes the AP, she loves the magic pen because she's doing most of her damage on her like base ability numbers. And then what else does it give?
More damage based on the CC.
It gives percent current health burn that gets doubled if they're slowed. And what does her entire kit do?
Slow.
Yeah, so never, ever buy Rylai's Crystal Scepter on Sejuani. Now, why is he good on Amumu?
Because it makes him stick around.
Yeah, does he have slows in his kit?
No.
No, he has his ult, which is a stun, and he has his Q if he lands it, which is a stun. But if they're stunned, like, they're sticking around anyway, right? So the Rylai's is to fill in the, okay, they're stunned, but now my Q is on cooldown, my ult is on cooldown. I need to stick to him. How do I do it? Well, Rylai slows with your AoE W and E. So it's amazing on him just because he doesn't have a 3 to 4 second ability that is going to be slowing everybody he's touched. Sejuani, she does. So Rylai's is a complete waste of gold. So again, nitpicking your build.
Okay.
Alright, gonna play. By the way, like, I think I've seen enough stuff to see, like, why you lost this game. Like, most of the early game setup has been really bad. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Like, we can keep watching, too, but it's at the point where, you know, stuff like that is happening now because you guys don't have control of the map because you let them, like, take a bunch of towers when they shouldn't have been able to. And again, you're holding on to your ult. I don't know, man. Alright, so Alawai's top by herself. You see 4 people here. Don't know where Echo is. Luck's getting some good damage out. Talon's there. Anytime you want to ult, it is the time, man. They're waiting on you.
Yeah, Ash yells at me about that, so.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, for good reason.
like I'm looking at it and I'm sad. I am so sad. Now you've given time for Echo to respond to pressure. He's about to ult back in, be safe. Now Ash has died. Oh, you used your ult after your AD carry died. I mean... So, okay, the things I'm noticing, it's what we already talked about. You're missing stuff, which is fine because you said you wanted to work on it. But also the going ham, like you're just not using your ult when you should be using your ult. And you're building crappy items.
Yeah.
Do you want a good Sejuani build?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm going to pause the video. Alright, build. What I would recommend, similar to what we said for a Mumu,
Okay.
go Doran's times 2. So you have like half of your jungle, your smite item, right, for the extra bonus experience, but you don't need to finish it because it doesn't give bonus experience, it doesn't give you extra combat stats. Doran's rings, 400 gold for like 700 to 900 gold worth of stats, depending on how you value the passives. You can spam your abilities, never run out of mana, and you also have a bunch of damage from the health, which your W scales with, and the ability power, which every last one of your abilities scale with. So this means your weak early game is no longer weak. Do that into a Liandry's. Liandry's because you like the magic pin, you like the health, you like the ability power. Also, it gives you extra % health burn, which will let you solo Dragon very easily. It'll let you do extra damage to Baron. If they have tanks on the enemy team, which they usually do, it'll let you murder them. After that, then you can finish your Cinder Hulk. You probably want boots somewhere in there. You know, boots, like level 2, whatever. Usually I buy boots when the enemy team buys boots so I can keep up to them, because all I have to do is catch them once, and then my slows make it so their boots don't matter. So I just need enough to catch them. That's something to do. But after that, you want to build situationally defensive. Kind of makes sense? Now, also, with this kind of build, what stat do I not have that I said at the beginning of this lesson that you really, 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 really like?
Cooldown.
Yeah, so now, that's one of the reasons that I go this rune page right here. If I have 30% CDR for my runes, I have 10% from my blue, I don't really need cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this, because I'm going this goofy build here. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to stick with yours, you know, a really good item is like Frozen Heart, because the attack speed aura slow counts as a slow for the Liandry's double % health burn, just because Riot's code is spaghetti and bad.
Right.
So that attack speed slow counts as a slow the way the game is coded, and Liandry's just doubles it. So cool, you click W on someone, now they're burning for double their current health by a %. So that's really good. You can also do what you were doing, where you just get Kindle Gem and build like Warmogs or Spirit Visage out of that. You can get a Locket if they have a bunch of AoE, like a Victor, a magic AoE. But you want to get cooldown reduction after this, just to get capped at 40%. If you have like 30% scaling in your runes, it doesn't matter as much. You only need 10%. So I usually just buy a Kindle Gem and then build it into something here, but it's whatever. It depends how you play, it depends what your runes are.
Okay.
But this is core, like pretty much every game.
Alright.
Because this will always, always, always be good. You need one damage item, just because it's solo queued and you can't always trust your carries to even connect to the game. So, not Cinderhulk, but Liandry's is your one damage item. And then from there, you can just go straight tank.
Okay.
Cool? And then once you have that, go ham. You know, murder them. Use your ult. Like, I'm watching this and you're just not doing it. Hey, the Bear Snatcher! Thank you for the host, my friend! Man, your name isn't fitting. I should make that bigger. I'll do that later for the next host. But thank you, appreciate it. Okay, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
By the way, we're closing in on like 3 hours of coaching, and I hear the coughing. If you're getting tired, we can call it too. Because like already I'm seeing what you need to work on, and I think you have a pretty good idea. Do you want to keep watching, or do you think you got it from this game?
I got it from this game. We won this game anyway, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should have, but...
Yeah, that's why I sent you the video, because you said to send you videos where you don't know why you won or lost. Yeah. This is one of them. I had no idea why.
So I'm assuming they just got cocky and did dumb stuff. Like maybe the Tarek got caught out, and then you just won a 5v4. Like that's what I would guess happened for you to win this game.
I think what won us this game was I had a really good ult, and we took Baron, so.
Nice. I mean that works too. And then they weren't able to clear your siege. But going through what we saw to work on, and I'll send you this video, or just rewatch the YouTube video and look at it for, okay, let's do this. The map awareness thing, right? Good way to worry about this is it looked like you were looking at the map a whole bunch more than when I watched your stuff before, so that's good. But what I want you to do is recognize the opportunities. So the first one is, hey, enemy laner's positioning. Is it shit?
All right.
If it's shit, what does that tell you?
That I should probably head there.
That you should kill them.
Yeah.
And why are you killing them?
Because they're positioning as shit.
Yes, but why are you killing them? Okay, you killed them, now what?
Now I can push for objectives.
What objective specifically?
Towers.
Towers. So in this game I watched, you killed a bunch of people and then you just left the tower full health.
Okay.
Don't do that. So, yes, kill them, take tower. Why are we taking towers, specifically bot lane?
For the bonus goal, and it's easier to kill that tower.
Yeah, the first submit bonus is we're calling it. If you kill the first tower in the game, you get an extra 400 gold. Bot, it's better than all the other ones, because for the first 5 minutes of the game, the mid and top towers have 50% damage reduction. So if you're going to do 100 damage, you're only doing 50. Sucks. Bot tower doesn't have that. Reason it doesn't have that is Riot was sick of boring LCS games where they did lane swap. So now it's like, oh, you lane swap. Well, whoever's bot is just going to get extra gold. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
So there we go. Oh, and hey, the Charlie Tango, thanks for watching, man. Just started playing Sejuani. This has helped a ton. I'll be watching more. Nice, man. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, ask questions if you have it, too. Like, I'm coaching, but I'm also trying to pay attention to Twitch chat. Because I got some feedback from my other viewers that I was ignoring you guys and was making you sad. So apologies if that's the case. But anyway, going back to you, Lance, who is being coached.
Yeah.
If you kill them, the whole point of killing them is to what again?
To take objectives.
To take objectives. Like what?
Like towers.
Yeah, like towers. Like dragons are important too, but you're taking the dragons to do what?
To get more objectives, like towers.
To get towers, to get more important objectives. Because towers will win you the game, dragons won't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing. Be looking for that. Now, other thing, map awareness. What was the other big thing we were talking about? Think of the tells. One tell was, oh, the enemy has bad positioning.
Yeah.
What's another one that we talked about?
If they have any summoners.
Well, summoners, yeah, but that's not something you can see on the map. That's like, hey, my team typed in chat, they don't have summoners.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're looking, you see that they burn flash and your bot lane is bad and they didn't tell you, sure. But
your teammates' health bars.
Teammates' health bars, yeah. Look at health. What else besides health are you looking at?
The mana.
Mana. To see what's happening. One thing you can do while you're farming, you don't even have to look, but if you notice, like, when you're on your second camp, that bot lane is half mana, like, what does that mean they're doing?
They're just spamming their abilities.
They're spamming their abilities. That means they're probably fighting because the enemy bot lane is either super aggressive or they're super aggressive. In either situation, that's a good lane to gank because there's chaos.
Right.
And anytime there's chaos, they're less likely to be warding and watching the map and seeing you coming. So that's good. Okay, what's another tell that we talked about?
Where the enemy jungler is.
Yes.
Top, I should invade his jungle.
Enemy jungle. If he's top, where should you be looking?
His bot lane, his bot side jungle.
Look bot. What can I take? And not just like what can I take, what specifically are you looking to take?
His camps.
No. Maybe. Like here, he showed top. He just ganked top. He like literally tower dove your Alawite top because he's dumb. And
Yeah.
you were like by Scuttle Crab. So what are you looking to do?
Get an objective like dragon or gank bot, get their tower, stuff like that.
Maybe. What I'm looking for is you should be trying to get the biggest thing you can take.
Okay.
And biggest from a sense of the way I think about it is worth the most gold. So like if the first tower hasn't gone down, take that tower. You know, that's the biggest juiciest thing. Maybe bot tower is gone, but there's that infernal dragon. Okay, maybe dragon's the biggest thing you can take. You know, maybe bot lane's overextended. You can get 2 kills and dragon. That's bigger than just dragon, right?
Yeah.
The situation we talked about was he walked top through your jungle, so you could have gotten chickens and red. That would have gotten you to level 6, so you could have counter jungled and killed bot and got in a tower and probably taken dragon, which is a lot of shit. Instead, what do?
Dude, I just farm wolves.
Yep. So don't do that. Anytime he's top, look bot. What can I take? What happens if he's bot?
Look top or counter gank.
Look top. Or if you're bot too, maybe like, hey, maybe I can come counter gank. You know, Sejuani level 6 counter ganking, pretty good.
Yeah.
So be thinking about this. Anytime the jungler shows, be like, okay, what can I take? He has played his hand. What is the hand I can play right now? And hopefully it's not farming my own wolves.
Right.
Make sense? All right. So that's what I want you to work on. I'm gonna throw this into the homework section down here too.
Okay.
All right. So other stuff that we talked about. I literally want you right when this is done to log into League, open up a custom game, and change your settings until your map is as big as possible, because you're a jungler and you're gonna be spending most of the time looking at the map to see all the things.
All right.
To see these opportunities, because that's one of the reasons you're having trouble seeing this stuff, because the map is tiny. You're not an ant, you know?
Right.
You need a map for humans.
Okay.
Last thing, I want you to rewatch this YouTube game, and I want you to cringe every single time you don't ult and you could have ulted to, like, win the game.
Right.
I want you to sit there and, like, feel physical pain every time you don't ult when you should have. Okay? Like maybe get a thumbtack if you want to go super hardcore and just shove it into your leg or something. Don't do that. I'm sorry. That's horrible. But I want you to associate not ulting with like just the worst feeling ever.
Okay.
Okay? I can give you some sad songs to listen to for like just play it every time you don't ult, so you associate not ulting with the worst thing ever. I don't know. But something needs to be done, because like you literally for 5 minutes just didn't ult.
Right. Okay.
So maybe better homework than like stabbing yourself with a thumbtack, because that's actually horrible now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry, I haven't slept in a while. I'm kind of tired. Let's do this. Let's do this. I want you to play 3 normal games, and I want you to ult pretty much on cooldown.
Okay. All whenever it's up.
Whenever it's up, like if you were farming a camp, like don't even finish the camp. You go, you find someone, and you ult, and you kill them. If you can't kill them, whatever. Should have been in a better position to ult someone. You know? But do that for 3 games just to, like, program your brain to be more aggressive.
Okay.
Because that, like, I am a passive jungler. Like, I play super safe, and I was just, like, screaming at you to ult, like, inside my head there. Like, watching that game. It was painful for me. And I'm, like, way passive compared to all the other junglers going ham, like on our continent. So something's wrong if that's happening, is what I'm saying, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And it was good, because, like, there was a bunch of stuff that was solid. Like you were in the right place, you were ready to, like, ult and capitalize and clean up the team fight and then take a bunch of towers. It's just you didn't. Like, you were, like, 80% of the way there, and you just didn't go the full way. It's like swimming halfway across the river, getting tired and swimming back. Only this time you were swimming 80% across the river and then getting tired and recalling. Like just go all the way. Just murder them. Like it's a game. Like, make the big play. And even if you miss, whatever, your ult's gonna be back up in less than 3 minutes. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing, you know, make your build not poopy.
Okay.
All right, helpful?
Yeah, very helpful.
All right, cool. So do this stuff. I'll copy paste this into Skype too, just so you can write it down, so you don't have to wait for this video, because I've been bad about putting videos up on YouTube. I've been super busy at work. The sleep has not been happening a lot. I actually didn't stream the last 2 days, sadly, because of that.
Yeah,
But,
I understand.
yeah, for sure. But I'm not saying that at you. I'm just saying, here, make sure you do this stuff, because I want you to be a good player and climb and, like, actually play the champion correct.
Okay.
And if I ever see you build Rylai's, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to, like, light a flaming bag of poop on fire on your door.
Okay.
Like, that is not an idle threat. If I ever see you build that Rylai's Crystal Scepter on that champion again, it just has to be done, okay?
Alright.
And I'm doing it with love. There will be a big pink heart on the back that'll be on fire on your doorstep. But never build that item again on her.
Alright.
And on that note, do you have any more questions?
Just one.
Yeah.
Do we still have that coaching session tomorrow, or?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, okay, sure. Because I have another game. I was J4, and I did really well, but I mean, we won, but I did really well. But I don't think we should have won. You know, like, it was just one of those things.
Yeah, sure. And like, maybe the enemy team missed a bunch of opportunities too. Like this game, you actually derped around a lot. But if we watched it from, like, the enemy team's perspective, it might have told, like, a different story. Like, maybe you were on a ward, and that's why Olaf was going into your top jungle or something. I don't know. Maybe he was doing the exact same thing I was telling you to do. I don't know. So we can look at that and see what was happening. Sure.
Okay.
Also, J4 is a completely different playstyle than Sejuani, so, like level 2, you can go ham with him. She can't really do that as much.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to, I mean, this was a long session. I feel like we went over a ton. So if you need a day to reload, to refresh your brain, that's fine too. Because I can just always play solo queue.
Yeah.
So-
Actually, yeah. Yeah, we don't need to have the lesson tomorrow then. Okay.
Okay.
I need to spend I obviously need to spend more time practicing Sejuani anyway, so.
Yeah, like, I was actually surprised you wanted a lesson so soon, because, like, one of the things I told you was, like, play those champions, like, 20 times each, but I think you actually did, so that's fine, too. Like, I was looking through and, like, okay, he actually did.
Yeah, I literally just spammed them.
Which is good, because, like, you'll learn your limits real quickly. But at the same time, if you're holding on to your ult for that long on Sejuani, you're not going to learn your limits because you're not even doing things.
Right.
So this exercise right here, make sure it's a normal, but go so ham. Like, this is what challenger players will do when they're learning a new champion. Like, their coaches will actually make them do this on a Smurf, probably in your promo games. But it'll be like, hey, I want you to tower dive that guy right now and try to kill him. Go.
Okay.
And they'll, like, do that over and over just so they know exactly what they can do, how many tower shots they can hit, how many skill shots they have to land, all that good stuff. And it's to get that muscle memory, I guess, not really muscle memory because it's brain memory in place so they know exactly what they can do.
Okay.
You don't have that because you're holding onto your ult for 5 minutes at a time.
All right.
So the 20 games are also to get that. So I think since you've played so much, you get how to play them mechanically. Make sure you do just the 3 normal games and do that. There's also some little nitty-gritty stuff. Like this is being recorded. If you just watch my past broadcast, just skip to where we looked at your initial clear. Remember, there are a few mistakes you were making there.
Yeah,
Work on that too. Do you remember what we said to fix it?
Yeah, you don't queue in first, let the gromp hit you a couple times.
Yep.
And your W's auto attack reset.
So you auto and W, let it hit you at least once so that the poison from the Gromp hits you, and I'm talking about the blue buff, and then you Q to knock it up so that you're taking less damage while the poison is ticking.
Yeah.
If you Q to start, you just knock it up, but you don't get that extra auto attack, you don't get the Gromp poison. So you're hurting your clear, you're getting less damage.
Okay.
That's all it is. And you'll be a little less healthy because it'll take longer to clear, so you'll get hit longer. But
Yeah.
so work on nitty-gritty stuff like that too here, and I'll throw that as a number 5 on clear micro. I'll just call it micro, but mechanics, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and Klepto in chat is recommending, like, one thing you can do, like, we probably don't need to have a coaching session, but you have that other game, right? The J4 game?
Yeah.
Bonus homework. Do this. He actually has a pretty good suggestion. Like, if you're bored tomorrow or you're on your lunch break or whatever, watch that game and look for these things. Yeah, and look for these things. Be like, okay, jungler just showed. You're not, like, worried about microing and, like, learning abilities on a champion, so your brain, because you're watching a game that already happened, so you should be able to notice, oh, the enemy jungler showed. Pause it right there and be like, what could I have done?
Okay.
What is the biggest, juiciest thing I can take right now? And then look and see what you did, and then think, do I agree? And if
Yeah.
not, what should I have done better?
Okay.
I-
Like, if it's wrong, just cringe.
And then cringe so that you train your body to not want to do that ever again.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, make this face.
Okay.
I don't know you're watching the stream, but it's not pretty.
Okay.
But do that, because what'll happen is, like, it'll just become natural. In game, the same situation will come up, and when you start right-clicking towards those wolves, your face will start, like, contorting, and then your insides will start like doing somersaults. You'll be like, wait, something's wrong, and then it'll just shock you into, like, not being dumb.
Okay.
It's like the Clockwork Orange effect. I don't know if you ever watched that movie or read that book, but
No, I heard of it. I don't know.
all right, pretty much complete jackass punk goes around, like, just beating people, raping people, doing a bunch of asshole stuff.
Right.
Creepy psycho government abducts him, makes him watch, like, all the rapes and all the fighting while injecting him with stuff that makes him feel sick while he watches it. And then whenever he tries to do it in the future, that sick feeling comes back. It conditions him to feel sick. Do the same thing for whenever you do something dumb, and you'll stop doing it really fast.
All right. Yeah.
That's kind of like messed up advice, but it is effective. It does work. But if you watch your own games and you're like, oh my god, I'm a dumbass. I do that every day, by the way. Whenever I stream, I rewatch my stream at double speed because I don't have to waste like 4 hours or however long this is going to take. And I'm like, wow, I should have done all the things better. And in the next game, I do like at least some of the things better. And in the next game, I do some more of the things better. And eventually, it gets to a point where I'm not making that mistake anymore. Do the same thing, especially if you're recording your games like this.
All right.
Because like eventually, once we do a couple of these sessions, like you know what I'm gonna say, right?
What?
I mean, hopefully, like let's say like, oh, the jungler showed top. You walk towards wolves. Do you really need me to sit here and hold your hand and be like, hey, don't do wolves? We've said this like 6 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're making the same mistakes over and over again, whatever, like stop doing that. And then when you start playing better, new mistakes will pop up because it'll be like, wow, you know, I should have done dragon instead of ganking, or wow, I should have towered over here instead of doing dragon. It'll be mistakes like that versus wow, I did wolves instead of doing anything useful.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking a lot, but did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Nah, I'm okay.
All right, nice. Was this helpful?
It was very helpful.
Okay, cool. And if you want, for sure, sign up for another session. But I recommend at least playing for like another week every time we do this, just to let this stuff sink in.
Okay.
Because if we did another session tomorrow, and it's another Sejuani game, I know it's a J4 game, but let's say it's another Sejuani game, and you do the same dumb build, you do the same dumb thing where you don't use your ult. I'm going to tell you the exact same advice, so it'd be kind of a waste of time is what I'm getting at.
Right. Okay.
So do these things. I sent you that in the chat. I think the other stuff I mentioned was work on your clear micro and that. Let me send that down at the bottom. Whatever, if I said it twice, work on it twice. But there you go.
Okay.
Do that stuff and you'll be better. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you got good at this stuff if you were gold or plat the next time we talked.
Oh, all right.
So just do that.
Okay.
And tell your ally to stop being a boosted animal and stop dying to Echoes solo.
Okay.
Alright, that's what I got, man.
Alright.
Again, helpful?
Very helpful.
Alright, good. Now do it. And then you'll be
I
better.
will.
And then you'll be carrying my ass up in my elo, okay?
Okay.
Alright, have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too.
Alright, bye.